you made for me bundle tenisol connecting energies what as here now some get talk about heavy power or more 13 on a pen yatasia you did to maintain that's what they pro come I'm be plus to my now what one patch of men for 20% urum as what gentleman dental clinic juma paran thing rum ewo apropos Johnson dona UMP bank woman me patch was rope ya total filling station no ya dey matter the station the team shedimo and as matter the school the team shedimo what one patch of men for 20% Gentleman dental clinic juma wa yo kan ha no anya sem keto ko udu aprawa gentleman dental clinic be Ecobank ana fe udu kofodua ye central police station tachiman ye wa kantan kwa de somazi kwa so a udu sunani a ye Stamford Bridge ana fe uromu so aka ye wa tomi kwa benya atomic down ana fe nkwasi 5 junction obo ye cha kwa so ha ana fe mpato de tenese robot akradia ye banchase tadisco de be bi piano obiase gentleman so say tamale so ya Sompa tamale what as here enti ebana sin wodwuma no ka wodwuma ya gentleman dental clinic me patowa wo se no paso wo se the gold and so silver get the pure gold pure silver enti simo wen popo de mo chano na e brighten kawankawa abaso se wo se na say wan kasa wo kasa ni pa wona ofere promote some go betuma robo gentleman dental clinic be scaling and polishing eso demo se be pai fita wo tatasem eso de baba ana fe wo posted mo jefo no ba ana wo se ti na ye mre da bia wo se keka efia pa wonum ana se efia pa wo kataba no so kaka na to kruwo wonum yinka fakoto gentleman dental clinic na tatasem eso de baba kama anya sem ketokra na watoru man pato homa we na gentleman in pedi forbidden komo 055913 9582 055913 9582 ya homa we betuma for gentleman dental clinic na fe wonum pedi phone na so to ben komo kama ama bi pia so to ba kwe daba Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited atachino no pay e toro so say obi okọ Joy Cam piano o dedi cheneba anya some keto kwetino no pay woti anka no room so our Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited wey enemy pato roofing company e ban say ye bon chance so pa abron fama jampan trudu ana fe ehuntu a entimi kan chance na de piano wasu dadie si botan so na fe won chance no so wo boso no masa e pato kwen fa so boso no fama entimi room na entu dan so am woni so enkoye woni nkopotro ho entida no pa wotimi ka no room so Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited afa wonen perform eso kokosia na fa mi pacho motuma dinkomo no mababa yi wotuma no eso demo kama professor tuma wo mo po wakana na nya se geto mo chance ye de po wo mo de po edano so de bawa anya de se ebepa na se ebe fedi what as here obu akoto se wo body that so we within 3 months obu se chance na so pa na ye tantanta na manta na ye time Joy Cam didn't tisa wo mo chance de mo du enti ehwo ne nka ebi manta mo de pian fama efata mo ma ventilation so to me adwuma kama ana fa bi paton enwe na tere emubu what as a chance bu ho a botana so bo se motu tokro na awe na tere bo se bubu ba da bi ni paton Joy Cam chance no nya sta na tenti no person wo tenka ani Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited eni komo na fa o mo botana so fama o mo sta wo express wo to mo botana so a ban patrol cages bia so na mem be paton do mo ni komo 0551 009,000 from us here was what was Sompa one more better bonus so quite amount 0551 009,000 Yahoma Obetuma for Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited afa wonen per first what to come utu tachima utu akasu nyane bokatanga tamalewa bebi obotu piano obiase Joy Cam tetete Joy Cam popopo nya sempetokra womo etuma moja na no ten anya sempetokra nteno pagoti nkama fa wakona fo metuma hwe watuma no so kama entamon na ba bipia so to koye time heba master no so jaso time heba master time heba mister masa nasem ketokra eba malaria ana edokro intil di mono amoye mre asa wodon asa so to wuntimi di waposo ayo mre wonumato promotesam gobeto room anso awo ye time heba mister faso here be patrol member bi eto no be the central way won sabe kabina for wotomato bi wodi bobi within 3 minutes most of fifre after time through ni nyana sabe patrol to we no shepa etimi malaria ntuntum area no at senya seketokra ono for time anasa time church Bible study and so just until no pay what yanka no one probably some go to the room and so time Heba Mr. for national kwakwaje time Heba Mr. na for one no people will pop in do we proper ama unkoba na won tele so to paso na for ya debia do ku di pedrima se di pedrima wo di church no etube yini nyina so di fi di pedrima na for what atasem na so pakama ama bi piasom etube ko so taba na me pato time Heba Mr. no esa ye medro etime bua mapa ama eti mark jemu kama ama bi piasom etube ko bi pato mo na bi eto mo pe no osa ebe kabinti ene mperefoni nkomo ewa mo we so podudu to a 0244-417-669 0244-417-669 Yahoma ubetuma fair time Heba Mr. Emperi fona fe ono mom yetin komana bi piasom yetuma kono nya dudu so tomato na wota test no yaso de papa enya sem ketokra time for your time wo mo ye heavy wo mo botuma pa enya sem ketokra na fe betway asem me front to no no pay some pacho ono pay se betway ana wodo ho bo mo akonya sika da anka bibia koye na so taba kama pa betway tetete betway popo betway ye super fantastic omo ye original omo ye heavy popo botuma nya sem ketokra ntedo no popo 13 tesa wo taw bet na popo so betuma robo betway app no so no taw bet na betway kwa and betting app more the opportunity say me patron set automatic cash out what has into taw bet na no set automatic cash out no omo so when you are no bet I went in na retro automatically na me patron baba mo wallet no na for the show how far every 1 minute bia na betway nemo every 1 minute bia na sika nemo every 1 minute bia na sika nemo betway give way more e betway.com.gh me patron ya 18 years men ko what has here na betway there basa de piano o discuss the red card of football kama anya sem keto kontobodo ma o mo 13 no pay the debate and so the pro kama pa mo be piasom netba koye get the stable to the press with the promo live for the court and super mekatal 93.1 FM me patron me ko pass abobo kuna so here and no promoter so to Mr. Kai against Osasuna bobo kono na nyama so to koye and the pass abobo kono am patron ready to hands data flick or the manager aso to ba pastor bobo kuba pono atoto nyema kama ama be paso to be koye pastor bobo kuri to be to sasu na bobo kuri so kunim akamiansa ama sasu na bobo kono mo so to ba na ohwe na no pone me kato so sasu na bobo kono wo mo so bo den krata de kokoma la le campaign for say me patron fi famra wo mo de aduma no pastor bobo kuri so boso na nkani sta pronte for ni go maintenance bariti aso to be sia kan aduma pastor bobo kono apronte de national team camp ana retro so we pra na na me patro ba so bobo kuna so no FIFA mpere for patro say me patro so ye play na ko national team camp na sem komene so we pra we bedu club so timinya be 5 days and some me patro we eligible na we to must kan and so tabo club abronte for the Nico Martinez parade me patro so na bobo kuna patro say when ya some number of days no ama eno to be temu no sta kan aduma pass bobo kuna to be encounter the call command league campaign for so the player me patro say be the club must be to baka be blossom get to baka and so to sasu na bobo kono tade kaka be patron no pay if you sasu na bobo kono the flow baso yesterday pa yen want to so to bobo to the so no make to start prontia the thing so the tani coffee omo to no for the tani omo sakai and the pass bobo kono patron the to start prontia kokopra against osasu na bobo kono ama between na watching mienum na dem yasa aprontia be to matofia ba want to be second from pass bobo kono na man patron pass and pay for patron say medical team and no more yet to master the beer we be to carry further test on our brand the thing and it almost the pen patron to Sompa about the fit na me atuma e bia e be take it 3 weeks na say we tomorrow recover no ba be kai and so to pass bobo ko report no pay me say ka patron officially medical team be presenting bobo official statement so to management no and I say we be man pay for na from pay for so to assess already thing and it almost na me atuma e bia won trafia ntana fe wona som etuma retana bo patuma and so to pass bobo ko ntuni kaka and no profit pass bobo ko fo ba so de pa yen want to so to abusafo na me patron bon for na link table no fan to so ba me annoy thing, and now some Ketokon mistake this season. Boss Abobokun in terms of say Master Busha goes team bien well this season in terms of field goals or more performance no was so at Boss Abobokun put to my papa, and now some Ketokon pattern mistake this season. Boss Abobokun or my hit a bar on 22 occasions. More for La Liga table on Fantasmame. Boss Abobokun I hit a bar on 22 occasions this season. Our partners and Kadina shoot to me come out to say yes. Boss Abobokun in terms of field goals for La Liga Master Obukri power machine and what thing and yes some Ketokra yes. Boss Abobokun Patomua Laje and will be just from party with some intimate not for what to enjoy come out. Boss Abobokun on aircraft difference a year 51 goals almost 78 goals and on my hit again 22 bar what I say inti Boss Abobokun ka 22 no beka ho na so goals e kra Boss Abobokun anya some Ketokra na me patobo bro more than a year 90 a year goals a year this is inti say 22 boss I hit ban na say kari etimi ekoye goal dia na so me bi ekoye ate ama Boss Abobokun na me front to the say Boss Abobokun bia me patoka 10 matches na say Boss Abobokun LED La Liga table no mu krabe 2 points obudili dia yana den pass Boss Abobokun betume lusuli gino entano patcha say Boss Abobokun watoruma womu LED by 3 points no womu lidi Real Madrid Abobokun 3 points no Boss Abobokun baba jili gina na this is me busa say watoruma the tell say why the best midfielder as was assess me paso na Boss Abobokun ba midfielder the say this season omo baba je trouble na omo baba je Spanish La Liga no omo baba je UEFA Champions League no omo naso baba je Copa del Rey na for what you check ko Facebook ko so Sompa 93.1 FM. Now follow now share now to message to the panel pay. You make in cash to we to so is it possible sir Boss Abobokun La Liga and for UEFA Champions League next Spanish Copa del Rey no or more Baba Jana which more performance now already thing any house data flick manager and the Boss Abobokun already to just say we want to know every trophy BSC Boss Abobokun in piano they will fight for the trophy also live for Abobokun almost certain target say or more trouble you to family for Abobokun mo fish na kwa kutonsom me busasam e Boss Abobokun squad obo and the consistency of your performance obukana Boss Abobokun no baba just 3 caps no into a drink to the Facebook so run your Facebook so from 93.1 FM now follow now share now to message to the panel for no pay you can cash out to we to so me pato really to the house data fake busasam bi was who is the best midfielder assassin currently and was massa says when any debate there a year straight away answer a pronto for the Pedro Lompa Gonzalez to do not for the Pedri and the Patrosta Cadama Boss Abobokun was the Pedri yet the best midfielder was assassin so what I say currently will be well the Patro the Bonopono or Pedro pronto for the Pedri and to be boosted on a pacer currently this is in Paraguay and at the best midfielder in terms of your performance and what the and soon at about the club all competitions are one straight to the ball is Pedro the best midfielder and then Patro again want to there be and now Bronte for the Pedri no more to the passer one play bakwa but be able to the ball I'm a Patro no so yet the best midfielder was assist so Bronte for the Federico Santiago for the Peter L Hakusha now to message to the panel pay you make can yes so to we to so I'm a be person let to be Patro that's so real want to go so here yeah to make a car our real want to Abobokun a toro taratoro and now some Ketokra real want to Abobokun me Patro still to question already to the Calo Michel and Calo Ancelotti Calato to the Fenicalo Ancelotti manager and the real want to Abobokun me Patro Spain for the Patro already to the Calo Ancelotti open one of the a personalities at a bonus ye chat taxa master what to push Spain for already to the Calo Ancelotti now my main front to the Mr. according to report I don't pay Mr. Patterson already to the Calo Ancelotti mapano yet no court our yatas and to the atuma mpatro certain data court no tabano already technical as not to kwakutra adaka na fe busa de samsa papa agentin na mpatro bana say wo chapter say wo twetwe ho wo mpesa wo betimedi umra wo bossa so na so betimedi amra so na fe the real task also to twa edma spain wo ntimi twa etimi protestant trials no enso de betuma question to me atuma real to focus already thing and Carlo Michel Angelo Ancelotti Caleto to do for the colors not in performance na fe wo na kwakutra kwose de bia na ma so betuma ko na fe papa na nsem no shoot me bona yetuma pa the show already thing colors not na fe bi person yetuma ko enso Tabasco for no na wa do man patro data yetuma already thing colors not say already three colors not to do something to us to my pay court April 2nd na me atuma me patro man te ba be rubia ni de to so me no na already three colors not in performance na for na kwaja court na bi person yetuma ko enso tabar gelo ba to bo corona spain for no entene kaka and no pedeso ba mo me already thing and Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro el temporano se rapido bokina el puto to do for the Ronaldo me patro mo for the fit no fanto so already to Cristiano Ronaldo start upon me catch say Ronaldo Kokoto private jet and part of the new private jet no $75 million and Ronaldo time that's what the Kokoto side plane instead of beer and then should be to Makwe and then already to Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was a Kadama master Bobo Koro former Real Madrid Manchester United to front player no master Sikadi Okemi Papa and that's the Petro Quantum a stuff for Juba Wupano managing on a playing to stuff for no promoted for the Ronaldo and the pattern go to the field and so at the two so come na fe yetuma enjoy come we dem say real battle supporters no mama photo the best according to report I don't know public supporters say we mo dey to real battle pay for dem say baya and can already to the Cristiano Ronaldo squad that can real battle bobo could be run e wa America but mo for club world cup no and can Ronaldo no part of real battle for squad no na come focus ka club world cup mo America but mo ni na say e patomra e FIFA pay for e dey gavin club world cup no we betima stand player with a short time not for about the kind our club world cup promote amount but the yeah player no any player more be not for the person the channel more than yet to be able to support us next player already think the done for Antino Paros Rodriguez in pay for where they come over Montana Fe already think Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro el temporano se rapido Burkina El Pito to do not for the Ronaldo and come on register na academia club world cup no let me say kind and for Gilbert to Bobo our America but we are not correctly to a master Bobo Kono and any Kabi Pataway reporter master for sure to carry our spin up with Mama and on a paying what man that's what to so life on Sompa 93.2 from your shooting Kudaso you don't study pan no me be shot Mama Aprantia you feel the Din Hussein and you play still kind of pan Bobo Kono Din Hussein the player me pato fish spin up with Mama na Oko Premier League one of the emerging defenders our Premier League no this season no I brought to the Din Hussein can you still kind of to for Bobo Kono na riabo to improve for Patterson abra we almost scouting report na me pato body to improve for the player when impossible player brought to the for the Din Hussein I was still kind of bomb Bobo Kono still Kono obesa kind of spray national team na Kono et Sompa in terms of your technicalities and in terms of your potentials across for the Din Hussein will be papa Etomo pasa kono ebesa kan to bar gelman to bobo kuna tema kwa omo ba be yesa ni monimu ya na me atumna sesi go super rioma to mpere for the bonor mpere for betuma we ama akra for the tin wo se na ba be sia kan enso to bar gelman to bobo kuna mon kan na for mon kolusu player no te se do bulusu abronto for le euro ama abronto ko sia kan ba Manchester United bobo kuna I was tin wo se na ba na for be sia kan enso to bar gelman to bobo kuna tari kaka e for gelman to bobo kuna ma so de ba mo me Abronte fene Enzo already didn't take Marcelo Tassovo to the local Matalito to do not fene Marcelo neba the fene Enzo Marcelo na akrano born on Bobo Panyas to Kotoko 50 years was a kind of game to form and Kronkono Masa na reported on a public sector protester those who are 15 years there na Sudamia to me protestante game be pastor Gilbert to Bobo Kono and Atletico to Cameron and Paso and I am a patron that 19 game a Paso between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid already did a Faro Pelua Coca Salamanca to the Faro Pelua where a former player Real Madrid one a coach Edmar Real Madrid founder 19 Papanum invited a so many part of the squad those when you're 15 years the national board where West City every expectations are non perform expected for Accra the fun Enzo Accra not to TV where you already think any Marcelo in the bar happening your fun Enzo and perform parties on the 19 came up then man the power on the Canadian pa nanka project for the Felicia Junior where man the power on the Canadian pa nanka project for the Felicia Junior where converse na kwetuma for Gilman to Bobo Kuno and Robo Saudi Arabia not for Pronto Kokosia Kain I was Saudi Arabia Polycrimo currently we don't need the FIFA best waters here now Pacho Kobana so ready to the Felicia Junior Batias here nanka Pronto Kokosia was Saudi Arabia Polycrimo Real Madrid to Bobo Kuno between 300 million and 400 million euros. We must have been to Maka, nothing. But already to finish your junior, but to make a part of the already to finish your junior is expected between 1.5 billion euros and 2 billion euros. And here's the car. Already was Saudi Arabia within 5 years. Apprentice to Maka. What has the person that tobacco to Apprentice? You finish your junior. Me patron Croway said what else no Robo Saudi Arabia. Me patron the carrier don't could be here. No, you billionaire. Now me patron the car. Already till line no Andras Messi Cochitinio. El Destinto La Puga Tomeka. And I've already till Cristiano Ronaldo Tosantos Savero. El Temporano Rapido Bokina El Bicho. To do not finish Ronaldo. Me patron said tobacco football no. Finish your junior be more richer than some two personalities. Not for Nima Sweat Tobacco. Let about Pronto finish your junior. And to finish your junior in the bush of funnel pressure through a bar. And for the international pressure. Not for the international bar. I'm a patron ready to finish your junior. So you're in Yamaya. Obetuma Quajisi Kabotene. And so was Saudi Arabia. Not for Nima Sweat Tobacco. And about Pronto finish your junior. Reported on the Pabaseka Patasa. Namia took the Cecil Neswa. Real Madrid California Cranbesia. Not for Cronus in the bush of West Norway. Woman taking the boss of a decision. Nabi Pearson, that tobacco about Prontia. The finish your junior reported on the pay. Menseka, a partas already to the finish your junior de Ope. Sanko Beste, our Yelman to Bobo Kuno for Watoso, and some that Patuma, and so Tabar Yelman to Bobo Kuno, Posoba Kubia. And you can come a patron for already thing, and then finish your junior Finasuya. That's the part. Young want to master to Bobo to Meteraso, life in the court and super Becata, 93.2 FM to be Busasa, finish your junior encore, and also finish your junior won't stay or Yelman to Bobo Kuno, no trust nothing, Bolonto, no computer now, and to Ninia, a dear foot on the Brantia. I found a finish your junior tea and a crack, and on a Pameseka already to the Calo Michel, and Gallo, and Stalotti Calato, to the for the Calo slot manager, and the Bargaman to Bobo report on a Pameseka Patasa, or Cosnasi the Mia Tuma, 2026 World Cup, Robert to the Brazil for room, and America with Roman Kenyamiya Natuma, no Quater World Cup, Repair Quajay, Brazil Nasa to not to an equal room of Saudi Arabia. Now the patrol, Wakokunya test of your Saudi Arabia Polygono, no to my coaching club will be her. And you may patrol best sign permanent deal or we are retired your free coach and team already getting colors not way in the plans from Brazil, Nanko Ruba, Saudi Arabia, Nanko Quaquajin, as Gracia, come and be Piasso Tobacco, and so Tabo already came, and so the Calo Michel, and Gallo, and Stalotti Caleto, to do not for the color and Stalotti. May come Manchester get out to Bobo Kurasuya, may Quaquet to make a crown, over Manchester United Bobo Kuramo, Mommy, Abrantia, your friend Victor James or Seaman, the Nigerian International, or Saka at the Bobo Kuno Bolontil at the Amankala Bobo Kuno, and one Patrobabin from to Manchester United and Petty First. We are certain about the purchase of the Nigerian International already king and then Victor James Osimhen, Nemo Mudaka, and it's the Queen Apprentice the first move, a Queen Apprentice the first at the board for to be control, no involved for the whole game, and I'm a Patro Manchester United and Petty for Patasa, Wamama most scouting team, I'll call a year take care. Every game be Apprentice the Bobo Piano, or more critical analysis of how we involved in who came instead of Bear or Bar already thing and so the Rupin Philippa Mori Marquez able to be used to a brand for the Victor James was still a year pa nothing and that's what about for sort of Manchester United Bobo to Manchester United Bobo Kono reported on the Pameseka Patterson. They are very certain about the purchase of a brand here. For the Victor James was still a Namia Tuma or one person Cassis didn't could have non common Napoli Bobo could have sweat to my 62.5 million pounds. No matter that's what Taman Napoli boboko no fa brante for the Victor Osimhen tene kakra eno no pai eno so ba yen want to so to bo yet to so na mpacho ba be fanto de bosa uko Manchester United boboko na so ya wo manya bra ko bi so pa for the talent Dublin o se ka de bosa down to boboko no sa down to boboko de sa o mo pa £100 million asa na ko mo to de so ko se kan en for Manchester United boboko de Manchester United pay for the sa akra no experience or wo Premier League criminal and for how we Osimhen family with Premier League criminal star with the bear £50 million for Talent Dublin be part of the Tennessee Southampton put for Jack Crowley. No ababa sia kan enso taba Manchester United bobo kuna kono de fru wasa me patro brante for the Copa Jamin enso a player o sa kan de Chelsea bobo kono na me antuma me patro sa brante be involved in the game aye game no be to between Chelsea and the tournament bobo kono and 34 Patterson omuntimi enwie na mom up to date na de sa brante for the Copa started training and the Chelsea bobo kuna me antuma later by next week Thursday mutine passer the kilo Copa be fit to be sakai and some etamatos to bobo kura against a yet tournament bobo kura our Premier League crimo and tede ka kano pay and also bam they want to so to bobo here to so yeah that shooting could also then some ba me patro ba me front to the so features bobo kura so here yan ko in tabla bobo kura so here already didn't name Tastofa Santo Junior Mogida Cruzade Martino ye player no sa kind ba Al Hilal bobo kono ni team Al Hilal bobo kura Patterson Abrantia ni team Nicolo Barella I was second in tabla bobo kono what they 35 million euros a season Abrante de Sobai na commerce kind for Al Hilal bobo kono Abrante de Patterson gode onko sa kind for Al Hilal bobo kono obeste no in tabla bobo kono fe enema so taba kwe enso taba Abrante for Nicolo Barella ntene kaka eno no peno so ba me ko Atletico Madrid bobo kono mo mama me Abrante for Antonio Rudiger mo for the picture don in front to TV this way na ya ko Abrante de fa so celebrate here against Atletico Madrid bobo kono bra me patro ball I get the final goal penalties no edit Atletico Madrid bobo kono ma Real Madrid bobo kono esom it to be qualifier with him Atletico Madrid bobo kono and perifono a combine videos separate videos e dey kokoma UEFA perifo se kwa Real Madrid bobo kono players ne efa so celebrate you know omo di Atletico Madrid bobo kono tam tese omo twen wo omo ntase entebe ka UEFA perifo omo police Real Madrid players mpono na me ado against Arsenal bobo kono akomo ban sa players ma players no so emobi ema Real Madrid bobo kono nti one of the kwa Real Madrid players no efa so celebrate you know Antonio Rudiger de no and dia to team we so no nya sam koto kwa we kura na Atletico Madrid bobo ko bu hu a no mo ba bi mu ntimi modin na ebo mu tum anya sam koto kwa na no man patro UEFA for parties we mo som get about appoint an investigator as asebo nya obetime room na fe ono som get the side of the story and their Barcelona UEFA for to take a decision Real Madrid for some way e koso nyina no e mat ado about nothing enkosi be bia players no be available no mom already to the Vinicius Junior Kylian Mbappe and of Antonio Rudiger for Dennis Ceballos and a Kobane se ban bi we koso a be ko e the master for players won tede kakra e free Atletico Madrid bobo kono maso ye na so de ba ye want to mata bobo he to mata so ko Atletico Madrid bobo kono ba men fanto de bo se o mo pata so bodo mo krata de kokoma UEFA se na me atuma UEFA Champions League no the finals of year 2027 o mo peso bo hosting na bi bia toma kwe adema Atletico Madrid bobo kono tomo twase UEFA mpere betuma jato na fo betuma confirm eno na mpato ready to Enrique Cerezo aso ya president de ma Atletico Madrid bobo kono osi mfanto bi so kabo bia to sa brantia ya fon Antoine Griezmann relationship omone ne wono enye relationship keto anti sa brant no be decide say obe stay wa Atletico Madrid bobo kono ma mpere fo be jatum sam no stay e wa Atletico Madrid bobo kono so mpere fo be jatum ne yakaka e fa Atletico Madrid bobo kono fo ba so here so de bam they want to so to bo here to so mo mama already to the ego tudo ono the current interim manager adema tu fe bobo kono na mama fanto de so eno no unveil no so to be so wo mo de papa ko ja pet no so say we de mesta kan amatu fe bobo kono mom me patro pit we de me step wo so da what a pitch what a stadium and ya say get talk ego tudo no we de mesta me patro tu fe bobo kono wo mo spend 234 million euros and a day koto players aya and this is the woman already 3 Tego Mortar 234 million euros and a Juve for Aspende Impono almost at the Cabio a cow Montano 90 million euros players also more permanent and no. And I'm part already to the Cristiano Guintol in 24 parties. One of we are spotting the red our bomber. One by head of a what to make the coin. Let me pass to my quaint Tamachu Febokono. I spotted the Mia Tuma. Sees Yababu Rose Juve. As I told another players. One by spending more than 200 million euros on the transfer market. About parties. A branch of Luis Fernando Barulanta Diaz. Osia Cannibal Liverpool Luis Diaz. One person de deba. No best kind. Edimaju Febokono. Antonio reported on a pay. And also by Yawan. Etim Abamu Etuatene so Abrante for the Kevin Abraham or Gana Tega Tamarubi Bakumo me pato ayam similar pay for parties are Chloe or Bano or Bobo no partners want to settle down with similar Bobo Kunafena Ketras was so and pay for parties in the Dino one share any permanent and farmer Abrante for the Tammy Abraham and similar Bobo Kunum me pato similar pay for taking decision one must Abrante for the Yawo Stroza Felix Sequera to the for the Yawo Felix all returned to Chelsea Cross the season also. Esiblan put for parties, Yaw Phillips Bueno, about Danny Beans, Adani Banche, a branch and Nadia, Nidino Bear permanent to Chelsea, Bobo Community, Yaw Phillips, and Coimpono already to the whole hay or Castino Polo Mendes, to the Feno Jorge Mendes, agent the branch for the Yaw Phillips was started. And Galatasaray, 18 Comosto de Bear, a branch for the young Phillips Baconafe, Wakosia Kain, Edema Galabo Bocono, Avaro Morata, Suba returning to AC Milan Perifasa, one better Kain, one baton, a branch for Avaro Morata, Monaco Bino, and you meant to Makwe, and former AC Milan Bobo couldn't take a car, every AC Milan Bobo Kurabasaya, and so they bam, they went to Maso Tama, we had to want to so live on Sompa 93.1 FM. Now, me Pato Kenya, goalkeeper now. Oko negotiate with Promotional. We official letter na ba betoja and penifo release letter on our branch for the Patrick Matasi. Eti yebe pass this letter no some that about 2 TV so na bi pia some that bako e dema ayebu safo abosha Sompa 93.1 FM Sompa TV res kanuti code no res kanuti code na on sabeka Sompa TV na bi pia that bako so edema na beja for ready pa nya so ketokre ba be bojuma anu na make to say unya in boost heba master na in boost heba master nya bi no na bobo ebe boba onkwamo no ehwo ye den ya de bia obe suppress what as here obe bra yare bia se obe pia yare bia de firi padwani mu na ho so etema ye den be ma de e wo so ho so temi ye den what as ntema ho ye den anu ye imposter ba master nya bi no na be bo pa nya sam ketoko member bi oto no bia no kwa won sam so ebe kan imposter ba master no no etema no no bi kama pa na me patcha sem o pese o panudu oto a 0246208496 0246208496 ya homa obetuma fe impost heba master na for them perform as what to come na bi pebe koye enso etema kama pa eno na me catch no pese wonya donek heba master no numa ye donek heba master eye ememedro ye donek o donek me pacho say wo sorry no pa na wo ye bema na wo dress na wo timu bet na wo ye wa just as wo pia kwadwuma na obade start say wo din hini wo makuma mu a ade nyina beyeye say wo din hini wo makuma mu a ade nyina beyeye na sanadwo utimi ya adwuma pa ebi akọ no ho na se wo pie na obane statica se metia bonsam so obonsam jeje mia me bona se bema no obem mo ye mrete se kontum media kaja ayese mre a me patcho di 3 days what you say enti pomote se donne kepa besta no won sa so betuma ka be bema de bia wuru afia wo obana so timi kire wan na wo jisa so aya wo ya de akoso mamba kuma mienu efew na mada what you say ene me patcho de wudi ada ene de obede de masa enya sabki talk da bia emo enti bema ma wo sisimu nya ten so wo sisimu be dia just a donne kepa besta premature ejaculation no ohun oba na akoso na wo mantemo oba de mbo so yo what I say premature ejaculation and tell we temu ti pomode se donne keba mesta no sabe to maka bi o member bi ayi ton no bia on sabe ka bi number na gu so no wo padudu to a 0246727677 0246727677 no wa jo there anu ye donne keba mesta donek aye mama dro what I say ube dia fili donne keba mesta praise what is saying
latest.
Ubedia Philly, don't knock about Mister. Ubedia Philly, what does here? Bema de also to be consistent.
We must do a drew sad bet now say what the energy be room.
Energy. Energy aka ubeba. Energy na papa di room a. Ka beba. Say we aboko yanko en.
Yanko pada mo bia de na come. So for say video na be do. Yes, my main fan no share here. With the video be man no. Na Enra Barcelona game no it be Barca. On say na finally club football was returning. Near fair club football because international break, you know, the last time na me catch us say omo tin say mas no munim say ankoyi am for my this time around. But Barcelona game then I said something about the game. Me my a lot of instances any reasons why say most of the time you go international break but such matches no I na ehu. Mo say nka on a normal day there Barca air ball Osasuna and kenye big game bia and kenye hu. But it was because it is played under and I said right after international break. And besides Barcelona were losing out some players bia Yehune said this season we a key for the team. On the way no. Rafinha was out, Pau Kubasi was out, Marc Casado in a way. Though say Frankie de Jong has now taken over the position, but he has been instrumental for the team. Ronaldo who prakoba and one shot finding the feet, but he was also out. And right after international break, him say when international break eba, big clubs normal players near affected more. Because players don't do a better and Sadia from more Barca no, and yet the same number of players na better and Sadia from more Osasuna. So not big clubs nick or get affected more into going into set games. Now sure Osasuna and so record this season against some of the big teams are or munya some way somehow a good results against the big clubs now. Na kakra. But I said it here yesterday, say I don't see any way out for Osasuna. Though say all these instances not come to bear, but I still see say Barcelona will find their way out through to this game. Now Enra obi ohwe game bia could testify to it. Me onfa a game no into TV ne so nkwa me ne enhwe ade bi. Onfa game into TV ne so. Obi ohwe Barcelona game ni Enra bia no. Just a replica of how good they have been this particular season. Barcelona game no. Just a replica of how good they have been this particular season. Though said there are some instances Barcelona both games need be omutimi let people down because Obia or that high hopes the mom how Hans Tafleck shots no Obia him said they will go high flying till the end of the season. Bedru be not results now a bit unstable. But you know clearly when Barcelona is playing you see said this is the Barcelona team we are all looking for. This is the Barcelona team that we are all looking for. So for Mr. Video near ready, and per se yen share fan penalty incident no. On say no penalty incident BCO game no mo. Yen share all this incident ni yen ka ho asem kakra. Look, there's one particular thing about this Barcelona team. Yet different from the Madrid team. Senkara Barcelona team we are. I've been saying it, no disrespect to their players.
And you Sasuna.
Oh, open you and the Sadia, Obama argument, no, and I said, Assem ye, Aman, Assem ye, make us
Basa Osasuna, a news, Osasuna,
and your news mount, be news, the mo be out here,
Osasuna,
meaning baby, you're free there,
Osasuna.
But the whole thing is, so her Barcelona team, clearly you feel said that kind of air bonding, teamwork, and team understanding, Barcelona team. Even before set penalty ni bebano. Minim the entire video ni nyanya ready. Even before set penalty ni bebano. Yehu passes bia ekwo edema Ferran Torres mo. A o man timi amfa ball na Antoinette. And ade ba ko wo ni says why Barcelona players no they are always looking for each other. They are always looking for each other. Say Lami ama age ball no okuta ball no anim ho no ma always no or chimba akumienu kra or try say obe create space no create a chance for any opponent and I say any teammate enti enra Lami ama eyebi Pedri eyebi and Barcelona team is all about that. But all the come Madrid there na Madrid there the different kakra even so here the last goal Robert Lewandowski share Pablo Torre ball through ball na dem Fermin Lopez we no we all saw how I'm not trying to say Madrid players near too individualistic, but I felt say Madrid attackers ni mu baako and Fermin Lopez and go looking for Robert Lewandowski. Kobet tries or no abe take ball or no akope goal on his own. But Barcelona is all about teamwork. and no and more that success yet again against Osasuna. On the way city no it's quite unfortunate say video ni enya na mpese me nkyere penalty ni network na ha adwen na mpese me nkyere penalty ni kakra before say Abrante friend Daniel mo ebobo penalty no mo Osasuna win Barcelona win how power very good. I think say now video na ready enti they na make am asem you see from the video clearly you see say Barcelona plays a game with proper teamwork and understanding. Omunim baby a obi agina and looking at the first goal never look at how Frankie de Jong touch bi obere o ha say enya ade so mabom ho acha look at this touch omo ncha this understanding wouldn't be there and I say omo nto omo ho say you wouldn't get this and look at the goal Ferran Torres share so clearly Barcelona team no a team they play with understanding. They play with proper teamwork, the mentality of doing and I say working for each other. And only idea every Barcelona team no this particular season. Now, this pass Nana make come once. Look at the passer, Lamia Ma, Edebema, Ferran Torres. If any Ferran Torres ne ancient and productive, this should have been a goal. Look at this pass. But do we see much of this situations? No, Madrid and a bit different. On races, and me say me a Madrid fan, but as I make every Madrid fan understands this. Vinicius Junior nya say adwuma yim fa Mbappe sa keke. Rodrigo nya man Mbappe sa keke. Mbappe so nya ma Vini sa keke. Now this is the penalty incident. It was a clear penalty. There were people second video no bia hwe ni omo dwen say goalkeeper ne anka no. But Daniel Mo 9 left na see form no. Enti nya ne 9 right na no wapeja no. Video ne ba obi hwe ni and 9 left na see form no. And look, the 9 left na see form the car keeper no. You see? Enti nya right no peja ye no. Nti omo ka say o keeper no kwa ho anka no. It's never true. Ne ho kan no. You see how it is. Now this is the penalty. May indicate here player friend Moncayola or no and invade and answer or encroach the penalty area no. Nti so me the replay ne ba obi hu. Or encroach now look at it where onyambo ball we room dada. You see how it is. We are 18 balls and penalties there. When the ball has not been kicked, any player is not allowed to enter the 18 balls. That is the reason why omoma Daniel Mobo penalty ni for front into omo mu say enyu mu no eya na kasa keke. It's never true. The right decision no and a referee ni take here. Now mama ko Madrid kit we bi Alonso any Ancelotti issue no. The last time I said it here say me I feel say Carlo Ancelotti esen Madrid for no man another year etna. But looking at how information in and near free Madrid e ba no season no na wie na ekoba se Xabi Alonso but don't be surprised. Do say me nya anka me pese ontena. The last time I gave you particular reasons. Yabo season na ya be ende. Right now you were Champions League quarter final stage. But Mami Musa Madrid fan bia any football fanatic say obet me straight away I'm a Madrid first 11 ana. You can't do it. And in any established team, at least when ya esa unya be 8 or 9, 7 players bia omodie ukata we
there is a reason to it.
Eti na make say you see
reason entia Madrid enya consistent first 11 obi anim.
That is
obi anim.
Okay. But every club is having that same issue. Every club is having that injury issue. And yet Madrid don't want to. But the whole thing is Madrid the chionum no. Here for na L backline. That 4 players or more backline no. Fella men the boka Franga say about Bobby. Even your number 2 after that Cavalier Prime one number 2. Lucas Vazquez Bobby, Raul Asensio Bobby, Federico Valverde Bobby. In the midfield one the midfielders on Madrid. Only in the attack and most of the times Vini any map here present. And even with that Kwano, Rodrigo on off kakra. You do baby Abraham Diaz mutim be shame bobo ni bi. You see how it is. And with all these things, now I feel say so I prepare friend Carlo Ancelotti. He has managed players much more bigger than the ones at Madrid right now. Now on no net me for Omo getting to the end of a season. Now still now when team finding the proper bond, the egos are not in check yet at Madrid. It tells he says Omuja Juman ho say Yana Xabi Alonso be far. It might be difficult for Xabi Alonso. And Tinyasa Xabi Alonso nyeba badu. Or a very good coach. The philosophy and the tactical acumen clearly you see say honum. Or show by Leverkusen. But I feel say it might be too early for Xabi Alonso to take over at Madrid now. On the way, that is my only reason. enye bibia nti say onya ade anaso oya ade but per how things are going ebia Ancelotti will go to Brazil and then Alonso will take over now my main fan you Liverpool oh yeah Manchester United stories be me there who here I don't see any seriousness in there we see many Tyler Dublin issue now
I saw also Tyler Dublin
Manchester United cast almost say almost send this scouts like this a club that needs reinforcement as soon as possible.
Almost say Osimhen.
Look, oh yes, oh yeah, scouts in there. They are
almost Osimhen. Almost person oba omutiminya emfaso won ho pa.
Like seriously,
where a striker omutiri pass potential obetimi lift Manchester United.
I don't see any way Manchester look.
Let's
be realistic. I don't see any way Osimhen will end up at Manchester United. It will only take a miracle.
Okay, but that's it.
I don't see any way in that. Now, okay. Jeremy Frimpong and Livramento Modiano. And come here, but no worries, no worries. Yeah, you been more time.
But Manchester for no call Joe Keres also more Champions League. Joe Keres is for Champions League. They say I'm why the partners and
Manchester issue issue.
Yes. Also we also to yes toothpaste. What you say? You should not partners so bet you choose again. Yes. What you say? Yes, but we no what the hell. Now boss here tina no ba boss no ban kama. We said the pie fita and we yes toothpaste. What you say? Nyabi no fetutri. What you say? So ope yas heba care na bi ho yas total care bi ho yas whitening care ni nyina bi ho ti kono kwajo de na fa pasty ope brush pa eye kama brush a chese betima yi wo se ase kama brush betima mo onum da ho brush betima yi fin bia eye yas toothbrush more fire yas ade bia eye yas product bia kono kwajo de if say quality dey was so yas dey was 7 year chapa now some get talk quality yas for yeah the master mu heavy pa now some get talk yes mamen kominua Philippine kums ona yen kodi nkomo say bia bako
yami adom
to asoma me
Barcelona say UEFA is not being fair to them. Arsenal Football Club say UEFA enye fair to them. No correct. Arsenal Football Club say UEFA enye fair to them. When you say in the course of your presentation, where your presentation about Real Madrid players, almost celebration and gestures, year Atletico Madrid fans when fimu in the Champions League round of 16, and these were the celebrations. Celebrations, no. Emma yet say a branch of friend Kylian Mbappe a crotch grabbing gesture. Also the genitals mo.
Also
the words are too heavy, I can't say. Also the genitals mo.
Apostle. Oh the man can asem.
No, and say
me busa na asem.
No, opeso boa.
Me busa na me buso asem. Genitals near den. Den wo so mu.
Also the genitals mo.
Den wo so mu. Yeah, chi.
Also the bemam.
Also the den.
Also the bemam.
Also the bemam.
The chira
ne bemam no hin. I say there be aye obi a wotie benefit ha.
Win after say Real Madrid year Atletico Madrid film. Also ne bemam. Also ne bemam. Everybody and listening watching or listening bia nim bema. Also ne bemam chire Atletico Madrid fans. Just say ordinance ko ne bema ho. E de chire Atletico Madrid fans. And a friend a crotch grabbing gesture.
Okay.
You can say crotch grabbing gesture. As we saw bema mu de chire obi.
Anya kura, wo say anya kura.
Style na ya we no. So wo gunsu style na ya we no. Enu bi na Kylian Mbappe e ye chira Atletico Madrid fans. It was that is a crotch grabbing gesture. Which is unsportsman per the rules against anything sportsman. Into no Kylian Mbappe, that was the gesture. Now Vinicius Jr. pointed the fingers at the fans of at Atletico, that is fans of Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. Now Dani Ceballos and also a gesture against the Atletico Madrid fans, and also the gesture was was signaling Atletico Madrid fans to say Champions League they call more Bob Brana a year Real Madrid. Now the Munsun Krani Antonio Rudiger they see Chomuti. That is Antonio Rudiger celebrations. After scoring that winning penalty Jano Black Fisa Wachibo and Rena Bon Cotonet in Mono, no say I tremuti. No, yes, I guess channel, Atletico Madrid fans. And the Atletico Madrid reporting issue to UEFA. Now, this is the report from UEFA. Also, an ethics and disciplinary inspector has been appointed to investigate the allegations of indecent conduct made by 4 Real Madrid players. So the 4 Real Madrid players, Antonio Rudiger, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, and Dani Ceballos. These are the 4 players. Yepa, Antonio Rudiger, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, and Dani Ceballos. These are the 4 players. They are under investigations. Now, according to UEFA, UEFA say the first leg of the quarterfinal between Real Madrid and Arsenal at the Emirates is on the 8th of April. 8th year about the first
next
leg.
month, yeah.
That is next month. But then the hearing might be after the first leg. And now Arsenal fans will be show. Once I'm running, it says Bukayo Saka started training.
Yeah.
Was started full training for Arsenal. Or started light for some weeks now. So he's back to full fitness. So meaning said the likelihood of Bukayo Saka ever against Real Madrid in that first leg of the quarterfinal very high. And say Arsenal fans demand they say probably can year investigations in we answer first leg in crowd basso at the Emirates. And some investigations no cost wa omu believe pa say anya hwekran 2 of these players messy. Out of this game against Arsenal.
The woman I bet you for the Omanyana.
Oh no, that is what they are saying. That is what they are saying. And so they are on the issues and on the matter. Is you appointed inspector or share incidents in mo. Yeah, share how things will go. Now on the transfer
but let me ask you here. The Atletico Madrid for reporting.
Oh, Sambra Emma Hukwaya didn't in here. Sambra Mahukwai. I don't know so Bema Muabech fans. What are you trying to imply?
What's that?
I don't know so Bema Muach me say. Just away you may film, me may break me really. Again, we so Bema Muach me say. Now, Ugo Ekitike. What's the dinner when him so in French ni? Ninchianga fi Cameroon. Ofi Douala in Cameroon, Douala. Okay. Now, unsoko Cameroon, the famous cities are Douala and Yaoundé. No, onufi Douala. Douala is where this boy, ne papa wo no, free. And oko no France. Unze francophone speaking countries no. So wo ko France are very easy. So ufi Ivory Coast, ufi Cameroon, ufi Senegal, any of these francophone speaking countries no. Now wo ko France are very easy. Omo heaven France. Into the most of these people when they travel to France they either meet those from the Caribbean and now say they meet the French for Nankasa no money or wow. And Ugo Ekitike's father eko share a French woman no wo this boy Ugo Ekitike and they were the career path of Ugo Ekitike wabama Racing Club Law wabama Stade de Reims wabama Paris Saint-Germain and they wabama Frankfurt Eintracht Frankfurt. But what him say in this life, sometimes a baby be one a year. Oh, so this boy was at a point in time rejected by Paris Saint-Germain. When a Paris signing from Reims, start the Reims, joined Paris Saint-Germain, he never impressed Luis Enrique. Enrique's in a style and Yana style. And Yatono Emma Frankfurt. And at Frankfurt, and no Ginny Dim Brutal. And Oko Bundesliga. Now we hear more J. That is the goalkeeping. Omulidi the goalkeeping charts now. Ugo Ekitike's name is on the list, and you see clubs may bring a circle for the signature. And to my utter surprise, Liverpool are in the picture. And no cry about Kope. There's no a player Liverpool needs. There's no a player Liverpool need. And why Liverpool in recent times and recent years are normally more top players or strikers are more workaholic. Onim ball no ball. Assigning goal ni share or eye for goal. Fernando Torres is an example. Luis Suarez is an example. But there are sometimes we boni Diana Mira who and the Carol. Hey, Fernando Torres say 50 million pounds. It was a British record fee for Andy Carroll. And Andy Carroll buy or two go to Liverpool ko share Man City up. Hey, Liverpool say a quarter striker. From there on, Akwana san. They say on France or Bordeaux, they say they've been relegated to the 4th year due to administration in France. And then I want Andy Carroll label. Now, another player, Jonathan David. And then the Nigerian Jonathan David. What's in the dinner?
Ask now, sir, if Ishak will not be possible. Another option is Hugo Ekitike.
Arsenal so happen. Something America say close the brayer circle for signature.
I transfer with Baswa. Who say Hona Mutimi just for Pablo Mikel Arteta?
Oh, say Mbappé am say. Probably be an over fitting style and as a brand of football. A coach be an who player. And this time Jonathan David is also one of the players are in form. Most of the clubs in Europe are looking for the signature of this young man, Jonathan David. He's also a Nigerian. And when himself Canada there, yeah, Canadians and some footballers are. Menya Shosho Benya 3 or we are Canadians who winning ball. We goalkeeper Maxime Crepeau crown Eddie and Brana Wabo. And then you heard Jonathan David say, where will he end is another issue. Now, my biggest worry, that is a team my friend Juventus. Now, Juventus, or more sporting director, what disappointed Juventus big time.
Cristiano Guintoli.
What disappointed Juventus big time. What if Juventus centre backs?
So every project be take it time.
Take it time, you know. When your clubs we are result oriented, and you take it time. Juventus centre backs in here. See, Pierre Kalulu, Federico Gatti, Lloyd Kelly, and Renato Veiga. This is Juventus centre back.
Bremer, but on no
Gleison Bremer, they are so loyal leader. On the season about how many matches? Kalulu, Gatti, Lloyd Kelly, and Renato Veiga. This is Juventus. A team once upon a time at the back led by the Ballon d'Or winner in Fabio Cannavaro. Once upon a time, Lilian Thuram elbowed Juventus. At a point in time, they had Giorgio Chiellini, Bonucci, and Bazzagli. This is the team now. And the Kalulu, Gatti, Lloyd Kelly, Veiga, and elbowed Juventus. Instead, that is Giuntoli, Nenim Guasio. And guess what?
Pogba, Arturo Vidal,
Marquisio, Andrea Pirlo. But this is Juventus now. And already Juventus are. And a right back, only right back. And constantly, Georgia Ban right back, Timothy Rea. Weston McKennie ball left back. This is Juventus. I said 7 producer. We see Papadina, we see, we do to a roof, I also be see a brosign. We see Papadina. Would you top now? Was no bet me see a brosign.
But Minusu are no yes.
Oh, they be, it is a fact. Sanet here. One when Papadina is one crowd, now what they way. What's would you see a brosign? That is what Juventus is doing. Seriously, Juventus projects, they are more disappointed big time.
Chigo wanted you on the rebel.
Or more disappointed big time. Because say Juventus backline Paya Kalulu Gatti, Lord Kelly Veiga. That is a sad one. Now, say Chelsea Football Club are qualified to the semi-finals of the Champions League. The English teams and you believe, or America a lot about the game.
Okay.
And English teams then you believe say, almost making up the final. Arsenal and Chelsea, almost almost final. And almost two say about Empire and a dynasty.
Nyamishaw, ye New Philip will read your my. No more ordin heba bites. Ordin heba bites. Ya mo sisi bunya den. Me say Bema obo brana na samfa. No we jai brana to now the usisi and Obema fem. O the fem pe. Where you bet my toe. On suma bet my shrine. What I said to Bema de bia usisi nkuan de also to be ye ho adwuma Obema no ye ho adwuma na enyina so ordin heba bites. The odeba no ye friend obo who ye hu Obo Herbal and Medical Research Center. One of the Odin Herbal Bitters. Also, Diaba. Bema de Yachewa also with Timothy say. Oh, when this our Chia say, Fajina so, what you saying to Odin Herbal Bitters. Ever more to match ye pa. Maybe be at tobacco, the more precasa powder and also born a Diaba. So I draw win a big pound no more. Ya debia do kudi pejede hinta wo di pejede wo bia be dwane ye obo hu ye hu precasa powder so bia ensetimi bi diabetes, hepatitis, hypertension, stroke, asthma, ulcer ni nyina obo Herbal and Medical Research Center wo betu ase ko adoato adumanu hona be hu obo Herbal and Medical Research Center. Ona be hu umacha kwan kona kwaja yeresa udru nkransa odwa kwan so be hu umacha kwan afa udru Accra so your Kaswa official town. What I say me patro bo the number ni 0249761508 0249761508 ahoma wobɛtuma frɛ ɔboɔ herbal and medical research center na afɔ ne mpɛrɛfɔm ɛso ɛtuma di nkɔmɔ kanten and not drinking water ye woyɛ ɔbaa paa dɛ sɛ wonya bi nonum a ɔbaa nso ɔbaa bu ha de bia na ma yɛase dwame de bia ma yɛase dwame patɔ ne nyina no ebia na wo nsuo nom so nyɛ wate aseɛ nya kanten and not drinking water no nom ɔbaa so so ɔwɔ fɛ furo ɔbaa nyɛ sɛ woma nsuo bia so na wo nom wate aseɛ nya kanten and not drinking water no nom bi no bobɔ bi na saa nsuo wei ɛyɛ papa ɛnya asɛm ketewa koraa ɛboa ma wo a woyɛ mu tim obi a ne yɛ mu tim pɔpɔ ntɔkwa a ɛnkyɛn na ne ti dwa no nti ntɔkwa nko a ti nya bi na no nom ne bɛma wo yɛ mu ada hɔ afei bi patwa wo so a wowɔ hɔ bɔ sɛ wo nti no ho baabi agyene wate aseɛ wo nsa yɛ tititi na yɛ tititi kanten and not drinking water ne nsuo a mekamfo ɛdɛm a wopɛ no do atu a wei yɛwɔ brɛma UGC anaasɛ abawa route kwan so atafo new road bo yɛ kya kwan ɛne ani nkɔmɔ o padudu to 0241 449191 0241 449191 ya homa obetuma frɛ kanten and not drinking water timi ma apostle bia no na apostle to so dia my apostle
Bokodi some Fridays yes a Friday special
okay
pacho awari egu we are seeing omunya omu sebi omunya hyimu ana
ose
aware bebre egu we are seeing Sompa FM yeah Sompa FM do they make love
omo hyiemu no omo awari egu no
omo wari we do they make love
obu ha omo make love no wi na na bufu asori
baby you are not answering the question see
omo hyiemu
omo hyiemu
omo hyiemu
still aware no
gu still egu
thank you let me tell myself
okay
first of all
apostle patches say
no don't worry let me tell myself now we are leader in a company so we starting from Formula 1 Christian Horner the principal for Red Bull now you see we are leader sometimes in some beto anima you have to take certain decisions when entire staff crowd omunye comfortable but we a leader you always have to think about that sebe mima sa kwenyana that no ebeye ye che na so this is Christian Horner
okay
now decisions on sebe Red Bull car no bibi ebesi bia yo no
okay
now Christian Horner kofa young guy Liam Lawson young talented 23-year-old guy just this is because Sergio Perez, the Mexican driver, no, obeba next season with Cadillac new car, and so I offer the young guy called Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson is so very pleased on number 2. So man car RB21. So come on, Opamo guy no and reason. Now the whole world in Formula 1 is like, why? It's unfair, guy. No, listen. 2 races occur. One Melbourne, second one or Chinese. Grand Prix no
okay
18 position Papa Esu I win 4 times Formula 1 drivers championship level Max Verstappen Opeso winning 5th one constructors one engineers championship no McLaren I win Opeso san winning back he has to take a tough decision
okay
that tough decision did not even go well with Onwani number 1 prime driver 4-time consecutive champion Max Verstappen Anko Yamano and now Geldo van de Kerk Sebi a former dad driver Echo post Instagram crowd on making sure he liked it because he doesn't like the idea of the decision I've been taking. But what it means to the young boy, I'm sorry, to the girlfriend Jonah Hanna post here now is unfair. Yes, it's unfair to you because the money you'll be getting from Red Bull, big money to support you is unfair. But to him as a CEO of the company, he wants these 2 objectives to make sure say we're retaining title no as some winning constructors championship no back. As a result of that, he has to make sure he takes such a tough decision.
Wow.
That's how leadership in institutions work. So, Wafa Yuki Tsunoda to replace him, or replacing Ukradada. The young guy has to go back to racing bull on a chibium. And we are saying here, just 2 weeks he's gone. Yes, it's not the first time. I mean, Yuki Ide Ebaye, he had the same issue 2006 with Saba Aguirre. The same thing. 3 races, Basa, Bakun, Papa, you call Nicola Kessia, or no credit 5 races, 5 were good. That is how Formula 1 is. Now, make call to Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, any Ababa friend is Sofia Vergara. Safo or for Sofia Vergara and Lewis Hamilton too. We know so. I'm dating for only 3 months. And on my jai. 3 months and on my jai.
Okay.
Now, the reason is that Papa na friend Lewis Hamilton so or you're disappointed in the first in Shimo Munyaye, on the first in Shimo Munyaye, you were disappointed. It raised a lot of questions about that.
On day, Obana Luis.
We Nicolas Schwarzenegger, Mika the Vergara.
Okay.
We remember we so. Okay, so this is Vergara. This is Vergara. Now, important so your about here, yes, and found you be bia sebiwa hun di important than anything else. Get it into your head. The cleanness and neatness of a woman is more important than anything else. We are now so be ma be call on or qua or be ba na or be car and as of well lick your bada.
Ose
Missy well lick your bada. We really lick
my ebida.
Ulik your wife.
My ebida.
Eh come on.
My ebida come up. Come up.
Onza you minim how well you know. But so you ni onza you let me fan trim edu baby.
I apostle experience.
Sorry I said now or call you know Louis Hamilton call back no. Since then Obana friends are but what he himself has said to a very good friend of his is the fact that Obano Sebi or sent kakra.
Yeah.
So because of that scent, you know, now I saw try so no be sha say unza Louis Hamilton a guy on share that name man 19 chesa. Or a major problem or why he has to solve because don't say that name man 19 job worry.
Yeah.
Who they say?
Yeah.
Our no so they thought. So it's something or not as bear man is willing. But nice girl we only California mo call out ko here near but o jam ko ade no ho no o call back o buy no anko bio because ade no e ho no
enye nkoye
niema no nkoye young girls are mo ye mu nails niema and niamu ye nyina listen to me the most important thing is not the nails you do be neat wase ho enye neat ho ankasa enye neat be no ba e so me hua adipa. It's very important. A lot of young ladies and them who say sika or so many things are needless. You need to make sure you are very neat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for Sophia Vergara on a lock. Now, Louis Hamilton and Kata Safo now mami the picture now the buy now Sophia Schwarzenegger any Louis Hamilton mami no. Now there be any way back on the buy fantastic way. So Sophia Schwarzenegger no black cap. You see, men man kasa no edu baby a men bo omo nim ni omo pe. Girl with Louis Hamilton in the chas here no 2007. Now Louis Hamilton first title was game McLaren in 2008. Okay. This girl was play a role in it. You were near maybe a Emma Nipaye successful every Obiani Nidia. Girl with Louis Hamilton say be say or call race or be making sure say wa call or no ako qualify she'll be there or no like when they are in bed having discussion they be an obano one interest for see how call we dey no business dey na be ma winning race and ni mama be pair nasem through that or decided say oni girl no be nanti ache kakra. So in 2007 2008 the victory what you are seeing now is the victory keys and at that time obe chorus about victory be a girl no man a wonderful keys. Victory keys. Keys is one of the most powerful instruments in relationship. Until so me kata when be me bia any oba bia mo relationship mo na mo ten kisi ano pe bia no check the relationship, the degree of success. And na a full level like coffin. Who for instance no pe one kiss you ba mama come him. Now, one kiss men trying to
sorry, better my kiss, you know.
Missy one, I cancer chechum one. Now, sorry, one impasso. Now, so the point is that 2011 and on Nunya issue, Omujaye, Tieni you, Omujaye.
Yeah.
2012, on a girl, they came back again. 2013, Omujaye. 2014, they came back again. 2015, Omujaye. 2016, they came back again. And the girl said, no more. Say Louis Hamilton on Nimni Ope. Now, as at Louis Hamilton, Sophia Vergara Jaino.
Yeah.
He said that there's only one lady, Tio. There's only Obaba Kwa. Otimi Nimni Ope Ekanako. And no neye Nicolas Schwarzenegger. Because your maybe almost life more bibia tumpon. Omano 3 Formula 1 championship titles.
Okay.
The old lady or yes. What do you say?
Yeah.
And still no, sa girl no still not dream ban not dream because of Niema or ye bois sebi. Puntu. And your baby I said once the Bible said for the woman of valor who shall find me wa.
Yeah.
Oba nyansan for one ebenya. Sebi enya man nya na nyansan for. That's what the Bible said.
Okay.
And then the fact is that and your baby asu na ware ye. Your Bible all ware na sebi. We will pray for the rest of your life.
Yes.
So we a young man. Enye eneno niema mu bebre mu hwe so no so ani Bible mo nye shape and Bible virtue no shape nka ho beauty nka ho oti ase talk
ase ya no waja wa mo
talk ase nka ho so say na no aye te say aye watery nka ho so ene ankasa no a lot of mu young guys na ankasa no mu di niema se be nyame a ono hihya ware no se person ware hwe so no niema mu di echi nka ho. And so the problems you are having in your marriage and relationship, a bet to us sa until mo nyansan say aware no obi dia no bi na hihye na kwa nipa no pese mo nam so no eno na so nam so. And that is what Louis Hamilton must learn say as a man it to get to a stage so settle with a wife. Or settle with a wife so on make sure say obe compromises so obe come model there. Model no on aduane mo. More than maybe on your mouth. What do you mean? Yeah. So person call for a proper wife worth a sort there. Louis Hamilton so on sha say ono so benya butre atia say emano sebiu omo ye nipa on be mistakes bi on tia say no so beja tum tolerate obano.
Okay.
It is very, very important that he does that because the way our one year he can he's now 40. 1 year. He doesn't have a child on a year.
Hamilton.
He doesn't have a child on a year. And that is serious. And he's earning £60 million a year from Ferrari, the new deal. So he has money. And the challenge with Sika, any relationship, 1 year careful, obe make the wrong choice because when your time, nyamre, any timi, I won nipano, are observing over a period of time because they be when you bring a disikechi and make sure say, Sebi wa bra bobe tumpon. And that is why celebrity marriages what we are saying say bebre nya papa.
Yeah.
On say footballers bebre Ghana. What they mean call baby me sha say free Ghana. On say Ghana footballers on kwa broche banyana bebre aware na sheda nya we. Oti ni enti asami kufo ni mami ko ka say mi ankasa mi de wa we ma say worry. That's what Sami Kufo mother did.
Yeah.
Because on him say one yesa me can say ni nyina na ye but one yesa wan hwe na ni bana ko to na mobia na be se busu no. Odi azie. And so mo young men no mo nya botre na niema bebre a mo hwe no eto breast niema no eno enka ho. Niema da bi enka ho.
Enka hwe.
So odi azie. Enti mo nya careful nya sa mo beto aso abresa wa ware bebre because niema na ebema sebio wanya oba wa hobrase oba sebia hobrase owo ntiase owo abu wonya misro ewe ni edin sandi mekwan efa so udi 1000 man ko betimi aye adwuma ahya ase baby oni amegana say yes so those are the very important values that we a young man
also
look at now uni uyita edin komo like there are a lot of men who don't communicate with their wives at home.
I no more free so no money nyansa che
because only din komo we are 10-15 minutes and 20 minutes every week more time am share edin komo.
Yeah. Me obi sir.
Yes sir.
The bia ye sir.
Very good, keep it up. Prince be listening. Nigeria o no. Ebebo because I feel now but a lot of men enya time and communicate with almost girlfriends and our wives. Communication is the lifeblood of every relationship. So wari bia se bi mpratwe bia be koso ye pa eye kasa amuta kan efa me bia when how you resolve. Okay. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Without the communication, the relationship will be dead. A constant communication.
Okay.
And tia say be ma nya obande bia na kan so me ma bo mo ahomaso ne dwe kankan. Be ma ye nipo a mistake. Until we are learn to know when to say sorry when you are wrong.
Okay.
A lot of men are very arrogant. Terribly arrogant. That say oh yeah assembly secret not fought no for your class still a person or bar no nebe.
It
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't help. until the and then special Friday in
the apostle and then Jide say yes you nyama bebre
but kiss in the look forget about everything.
Okay,
it's very important. Kiss every morning. Oh, so only obano tidia for married, and mostly I'll give it to married couples. So there's here for married couples like you. Only excuse when you even wake up behind your wife, give her a kiss before you leave.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just keep any kiss any part of it. I don't need chicken way. Watch BB. You see a certain cleaning special smile.
More fire.
Very, very important.
Apostle, these are some of the little details a keep your warrior going. But yeah, before no. Ye gonna be bia de bia banku de bia fufu mediane way kodam pare say we are not romantic.
The crowd them in person but because I want men here time next romantic crowd and man baby I say oh machine I soldier for the free Lebanon ye the sebe ye the mekoni we gonna gg mema bebre are not romantic. They just go to the bed and they want to pan. Adi a match chronic sadia.
Odrum paswa.
David.
For the pumping.
David, you don't do for the pumping. No. You need 15 to 20 minutes of proper romance. You need to
about Yana Bebre Swano. Yana or the who are banana until also to be an intent of no sorry.
And also no problem. But I know so there's a way about later we'll talk about.
Okay.
Because once Niami kind of lake, you know.
Minimadaphobia. Or say on the Onura de Mano yo. Nothing I do something for those Akona.
Or your banner Bema.
Also, don't do that. There were no yo.
Captain is a young pipe.
Also, nothing I do something for the other Yakuna.
Captain is a young pipe on the church. And we are soon near my bonny. Why? Do not for mommy.
Okay. Apostle Nasipa. Catch Crobia or say don't think so. Kojo Boate your message na be true. Yankopon shout pa. Yenya okay. Sparky Glory or say Douglas. Are you sure? Okay. Or say good work from you and your crew. Sompa Sports is fire. Let Mr. Philip knows his horse has saved lives. So we beg him not to give up on us. Okay. Samson Budani was it the FA must ban Arsenal from participating in the EPL next season if they miss out on Isaac and sign Iketike. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you for your message. I say, hey, you baby, ako baby, KC. I say, okay, you baby, ako baby. PSG rejected this guy and found forward. He is glittering at Entron Frankfurt. Okay, Yanko Ponsha Power. Inform for Douglas message or their banner. Was it with or without Saka? We give them woto. The only thing UEFA can do is to fine us and not suspending the said players. We inform for Douglas message or their banner. Great wisdom was Philip Moore fire. Okay, arrest Nana Kwame Sikapa says Sompa Sports is the only sports show that pays 8 listeners for listening. More fire. Okay, that's in a coupon shout for your message. Adjeni Giovanni was it 3-0 Toro Taratoro. Okay, Nyanko Ponsha, where Giovanni message your day, but Ruben Cam was it Douglas. Please, where okay, Crespo Fufu was it Barcelona is now 3 points clear on the top of the La Liga table. You will surely finish the season with a treble. Vesca Barca. Greetings to the members of NPP Media Patriots. Okay, Mark Benzi, do for or say good job, guys. Keep it up, more fire. Oyibo Boate was saying Nebehin watching you live. Barcelona is unstoppable. Not even Real Madrid can stop us. Go, Barca. Oyibo Boate Nebehin message out there. Abbas Zakar was saying good morning to you all. For the best sports station, keep it up, okay. El Haddadi, Manpower Munil, was say more fire latest, okay. Inti, ye beja we so na ya die ba, ye ba na ya twaso, ye baso swa ube disi kabebre, enya sampito kra, ye bezi.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
If I shop, I'm not sure you're bad.
Brad, and not so good.
Not tell me about Michelle and see you about Queen Wayne and say,
Brad, said your time about Mister, as your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
really, no, this is offending now.
Brad, and because me the time about Mister Huadansia, we are singing now about Timinka. It is some malaria, where drawn it time about Mister.
And you go, dear, no more to I want to meet any deal. What drawn the time about Mister? A drink and your ma or bar waffle through. Dear, what ma for down for any aquada when you fear to me, and son of the time about Mr. Draven. Shasta Wako Hospital and Nasa Lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
I also time me a TIME. Time about Mister. I feel malaria fever be than Ziba, a woman, ever trap. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers, and a herbal shop to do a name. FDA Aji a judging cratoy at home.
Abusaka kraka bi wo hanu meja tom na rewu sebe wo me say abofrake to when you 2 years aka dai ba kum inti African Spider-Man bla me ya abofrake to im wana nipa ho hia dede bi koso anu ti kam ho ne ko hede wo mbia expectation ka African Spider-Man ne ba be sebo abofrake ba prekupe ne hu African Jack wo ba be sebo abofrake na wo secret kura no anything Imboost herbal mixture and only me secret. Na dia na ye. Na me yetua no ma nkeka e wo fam. Ana police me di ho dance tell me say menye na me nsonhwe. Na me so we no. A boosting immune system ama say me yetua na mente bre. Metimi di kama. Ama nkeka wo dwom so ekoso. Me kura so me ta yale ama mai latitude me nya baako. Ene je ne koso ho. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you doing? Ho fa me kura chen.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture and pharmacy and also herbal shops. A pin for any color mundi if you do me no enom. FDA adjudging tatwe atu.
If you want better future, join Ghana Grows, cause our grit be the future. Join Ghana Grows, just be one for the culture. Join Ghana Grows, cause say you my day for Ghana. Join Ghana Grows, Ghana Grows.
Yomu, Pequia, Ubefa Juma, Anna, Atia Jumaqua, Faso Wasso, Ewokia Jumam, any 80 vetimu, and ya. Suana Mone, fastest and walk, Wabusia, and won Patamo Asitinemu, was star 718 star 50 hash, not the Caho says, yeah. Ghana Grows, Hope Day, Ghana Bros Jumedie, Mastercard Foundation, Miss Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Lighthouse, Niwa Buafone Debro.
Mamenche time HH herbal Mr. Bina unumi and ya what dropa a ya draw say a manipedian kwamwano enya hoden na akwatia yare and train yare and san wakwakoto fire wadro na nomuno abribia Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe twasono wonno and the time HH herbal mixture e dia bedwaso akra wonyanya mfirisia dumienu anum bi wo pemfo ene oba wo ma akra nufo enso anum bi time HH herbal mixture wo benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so wo pedodo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH herbal mixture a yedro say FDA adje adwadien kratoe atum.
Rise and shine with Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush. Start today off right by grabbing your Yas toothbrush and squeeze a refreshing dab of Yas toothpaste on it. With its soft bristles, the Yes toothbrush gently cleans your teeth and gums, giving you a comfortable brushing experience. As you brush, feel the powerful formula of Yes toothpaste working its magic, removing every stain in the cavity and leaving your teeth sparkling and fresh. Plus, Yes toothpaste helps make your teeth whiter and protect your gums, keeping them healthy and strong. Choose from our 3 variant toothpaste: Total Care, Herbal, and Winehead. Make Yes toothpaste and Yes toothbrush a part of your morning routine and start your day with a confident smile. Yes toothpaste and toothbrush, caring brand for caring families.
Poku na obi a yenko baabie na oto do nsa suma no te se de yenko baabie.
Aha, nana kasa hye wadanfo no. Nansen, ommo no ho modin sempo. Wo mpem. Na se wan pedra, obekọ beba no, ne dan si wona nipa nim.
Nana, ma yenko na menko penkuhini ene nubina bi menu anom. So obai se wo ko. Edi enkohini ne enubina. Ebra Donek Herbal Mixture ewo ho. Diamond Scientific Herbal for ene de aba. Eye mama dro papa. Ebo adwuma se, yesisi mu adwuma ene sa bo nkomo ho ban. Boost immune system. We die ko pebi to ba bi atonto aduro pia na nya na. Ana akodom na se. Tuma se ne obo ase kwantempo no so. One abort college ene de animhwe. Na china sese. Oh, obedi ho dance. We die nana me da se. Me turu ho da. Ago na adiachi muda so da.
Adiachi. Afeni asori o. Ene wa man. We dey me da say. What solve me problem ya mama papa? Kai. We dey me nyanko.
Donek Herbal Mixture. Eye memedru. E manka ho. Obi a onya mfinche du nwotwe so nka ho. Upebi atwa afre. 0246 727677 and 0200 844040. FDA. Ajadwe den kra to yetu.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing. But nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.
And Apostle Amia dear pa. Tia Twaso Deba live on Sompa 93.1 FM. Hey, Orlando Blanson na Adjena Konano. Nyasa Gitokra. Eti what the details of face of the bread. And yeah, so the face of the bread, yeah. And yeah, Wadarumana, young call 21st Clinic. What else here? Young Kwaja, Yarasa, a deep move, Obama quality health. What else? 21st Clinic, Obama quality health. After some Piabe Tobacco, Diamond, Tinano Pay, what young car, young room, 21st Clinic, be patcha wa, or 2 a sintin, a chichon, or 2 a set of chon, or sissy yaw, ya what take your power, sissimo. And we are sciatica, me patcho Bomoto say, Ghana, Africa, the only sciatica expert, 21st Clinic, me patcho, Oboko Masri enough for Metama Hell. Yarie Bia Edo Crew Bia, me say 21st Clinic, ebe bow, na ve asia so etime to wow pese, ye massage, ye ba machine treatment, ni no, ye bo hum motin pa, chese ye wa kuku down for home, betuma shama hon so etuma talk, kama, anafe me patcho wadaruma, banner scan services, anafe banner, laughs, ni ye wonjuma pantu de bra. 21st Clinic na fe emperiform aso intimate shock kama ma bipia so enkoyi emfama ana mpato wadaruma de teresa so wo hwe ye chakwa kuma se wo pankrono ehwia adabraka overseas junction ana bon ye chakwan wudru eye oboase a ye court junction ana fe uram eso nkan ye wo domi market ba bia ye wo nkranza ye wo goso ye wo sunane tachiman ba bia takrade takwa ba bia bo 21st Clinic ye branches no you over 15 any nkomo be patch 0540 311 0540 311 Yahuma Ubetuma Fred the only sciatica expert our Africa 21st Clinic na for akwakwaju wayaresa ama bibia tumako yesu damao mega cash lucky boss the patch here will be for the phone let dial star 426 star 6 hash no me asubo say options ni be yaba no wemia o lucky boss no so di no to so di ope obo say 5 Ghana cedi pen no twa instantly na boss resource number where dia boss sikana baba begu umomo wallet mu na fe u ti sikana bibia tema ko yeso diamao u be de sika every one minute bia na sika na mu eno eye mega cash lucky boss star 426 star 6 hash no wemia so no watcha wunya 18 years amen ko ho me say instantly na no when the resource no sika na ba na bibia koye the amount to bet me do over 5 billion old Ghana cedis into charity na wudia on sabeka sika mega cash lucky boss every 1 minute bia na sika na mu Orlando I ready what ye kofie na fe ye hu de ekoso so kofie kama na bibia tuma koye Orlando what to saying
latest de bia said me kanadom ahwe enso kan
bibia boko wasu fiti chi o sa ba ena de na ekoso phone so yanko ani
latest I said that de me nyankopon say endra ye smile ofin so kakra na kwan mu on no ma bi si nyame nko a me ne Mr. Work nti nyankopon ekono de ekoye ba e no ho anije na say na hu me manima ye say there because normal ye de ani hu
yanko
latest ye my tie for etie Sompa 93.1 and afin so mo hwe Sompa TV akwaba emfambra full time no so yatena se efisem ebre ene de bro ejekum Blankson Junior obetimi aframe me Orlando ena me de efisem ne bro ye be sha se e de free coach Otuado na unim se mpanyimfo ka se babia ye kyekyere aboa no ehwa ane ejana na se babia mantam aboa no ehwa na ejenti otu be ko Morocco owurem ogama nchefie ekwaje ne blessings kakra na odiko Morocco ti obaye ene wasan so akochia nana na owie no na ode nkomo kakra ato animu wakasa afa ekwan a Black Stars on be fast squad no ebetimi aye strong na afen so qualifies in matches na aka ne no makoyi yentie coach Otuado.
Surely we will use the next month to observe the players again and then see that we can get a strong squad together. These games are very good in terms of getting united together, getting more understanding among each other, and then preparing for our next qualifying games in September.
Etino coach Otuado ena otenen kana coach esare nsem kakra etudwa afa ekwan a omo ebetimi improve say there is more room for improvement enti eno so yentie coach.
We got great wins, but there's always room for improvement, and we have some certain areas surely where we can improve. I think and we had a really solid defense, and we also scored a lot of goals, but in between that the connection has to be much stronger because especially the second game against Mali will be very tough. But if we continue like that, I think we'll be successful. Yeah, I think surely we got great wins.
Etiano coach Otuado ena otenenka ebra oremo ewo gamanche ho ekochia na nawie no ena oden sam kakra enso etudwa na coach Frimpong Manso onim se Ghana under 17 no ono ena kuta no na squad no sabe afe ena omo ye scouting ne kakra wakasa area fa scouting no ena afe so oso wonde wa ena afem di o nemu wan ha MRI.
Of course, yes. It's like they say, man proposes and God is. You know, you who do your selection, you think if you're able to get these players, you will be okay with that. But then you need to also face the MRI, which is like a lottery. You don't know who will go through and then who will not go through. So until that is done, we will not know the exact numbers of who and who will be our players for the task ahead. Yeah, so we are waiting for it, and after the initial the first stage, I think we will have to go through that so that we will get another opportunities to also find other players should in case. Yeah, of course, yes. It's like they say, man proposes and God is. You know, you who do your selection.
Eno coach Frimpong Manso U17 and I said Ghana under 17 team no and memana from no ono ena head coach Frimpong Manso and this and 72 ja MRI no di Ghana for nya panti wo ya hweye enso elho na honorable Dominic Nitiwu okọ bimbila ono ena emra shebedwani a ogina anase edoma ewo bimbila no odin sam kakra tudwa o say sports no important power on Brashebedefie and Ghana hanging now into the funny serious.
What the man wants to do, I want the finance minister to speak to this particular issue because sports is so important to all of us. especially football, is so important to all of us. The facilities that they are building, what the man wants to do, what the minister wants to do. You cannot have a situation whereby this minister has nothing for capital expenditure. Zero, nothing. Not even 10 million Ghana cedi for him to be able to use to at least take care of the pitches and especially the astroturfs that are there. I know the National Sports Authority will use their IGF to take care of some of the major ones. But if you want to really go in there to do proper renovation, you need capex. So I want to find out from the Minister for Finance, should speak to this, whether they're going to use the big push to do it, what they're going to do. To have zero, nothing, I don't think it's good. And you are going to have a situation whereby Ghana is almost qualified for the World Cup, and you need to be able to keep
former defense minister Honorable Dominic Nitiwu and the San 72 no and or sign at the source say emabunu no enije agudie no ho pa sports no emabunu enije ho eno so yentie no.
Most of the young people, they are all into sports. The schools, the young people, it makes people happy. When you are sad and you go and the sports and the Black Stars win or somebody wins, you are happy and you are jumping up and down. You forget momentarily all your problems. And it's like drinking. You take some small alcohol and then it makes you look happy. But when they win, you're happy. Everybody is happy. Everybody jubilates. So the sports minister should be supported.
So, Honorable Dominic Nitiwu, Bimbila Mrashebedwani, former defense minister, and at the San Semino Etujano. Now, Oko and Sawama Dwajira, Mrashebedwani or Honorable Anodompre, Ononso Kabibi Kakra.
Of tournaments being taken from this country because of, and the reasons can be traced to what my senior colleague alluded to. And the chairman...
I understand under Honorable Kofi Adams, no tournament will be taken away.
Well, Speaker, that is a hope. We can all hope, but I'm saying that there should be a line budget dedicated for the maintenance of these sports facilities. So we cannot... We've invested so much into these infrastructures, and it cannot be the case that we leave it as it is until we have a tournament coming before we go in there. Yes, we commend the minister. He intervened on time and ensured that these interventions were executed. But Speaker, it has to be traditionally done, and it's something we must do to make sure that the national assets don't run down. We have faced threats of tournaments being taken from this country.
And no mighty chief whip Honorable Anodompre and the San 72 na little they say 65,899,456 Ghana cedis. Ska Sisiano afimu nyina sports and recreation yede ba be adwuma ho eno they say
towards the suburb, you can you saying
65,899,456 Ghana cedis and now sports and recreation. Now, they say deputy
figures are okay. You to be informed, your teachers can know be a OTN TSA 65 million new Ghana cedis
65 million and not just 65 billion
650 billion.
Yes,
all Ghana cedis. And yes. Say sir, about
where just this year.
Just this year.
Aye.
Sir.
Now the deputy speaker of parliament Honorable Bernard Ahiafo Akache South Mrashebedwani or the same say to Jaffa.
As many as are in favor of the motion numbered 12 on today's order paper, page 4, say aye. Those against say no. All members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted, and this House accordingly approves the sum of 65,899,456 Ghana cedis for the services of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation for the year ending 31st December 2025. The question is, as many as are in favor of the motion numbered.
Anyway, Right Honorable Bernard Ahiofo, First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and at this answer, and so to Jantino away from Rasha Bedwafino. Now, Yenti went free, Yenremo, Egypt. Now, wouldn't say Anka, and that's AFCON under 20 championship, Barcelona. Nanka Ivory Coast for and a host to Ivory Coast so much home, and a free hosting the Muntinisia, the Ama Egypt for and also Eba host to our tournament, and so El Honmoni, they won't some Eba. Now, among Comreku and in Sembebre, and so Atuja area for Black Stars, and so and Yebusa among Comreku said, now, the Edicano among Kwa, Sisia Obaka said changes are our Black Stars, The big and therefore the hope is that the cost of play for now the Ghanaians, all of us, they are all irrespective of whatever happens, we are qualified. For now. Okay, and no Amankwameku and Ede Sansemno Tujano. Na they say Thomas Drea area Tuja say no Blasters no Bobby. Now how much more or more Mobi Krenya Blasters no didn't crack until on the way ready. Yamano coaching department be a wajuma obey and so Eddie Amagana. Why not to say my national team be having coach? No, Mobi Krawat now be a Bobby Damage. National team Mabubi. Or no, our movies, or no, I did some even damage. For national team to walk out. I am Boboka, we are crying the bonus of the money as I come back to Europe. The idea is here. And so, I don't know. The just is shot them for the year. Since you can national team no Tima, and you can your national team as a coach. Thomas Johnson Blasters no my boss no e kato mo nya bibia mfrim enti e braso a ye ma ne bibinye ho na ono nso mfantenika oboye no na Bubakar Adams on head coach Edema Park Academy onim say e da chena MTN FA Cup quarter finals no e ba so omne Atram Divisa e na ebo o den sem kakra to dwa on preparation.
Well, so far no enye bad. I think say from Monday ABC after your boy league we against Nizima Kotoko, show mono yana because of FA Cup on baby I don't know. Challenging the baby I didn't go do no one utida we so mekweja so you started with you steady at tram for no send no bomb no so mbo possession na ye boni bia into your small sided in your set pieces in your free kicks in your penalty takes in na any stick with the game planner and na yes you go so ya yenwa adwuma into ochina say you be be shake up kakra na team shape kakra. Well, training. Okay, into the coach Bubakar Adams, head coach Edema Park Academy, and this answer. Now, Emmanuel Sarkodie, and Emmanuel Sarkodie, the same kakra to Jano say, Ima, Namukra media mama question when I saw Trump there, no, say Debbie, yeah, and Daritubia, born a common.
Yeah, and Daritubia. Cause football there underrating him and underrated Ubia. No ma be beat me for a sentino. Underrating be any baby. Yeah, underrated.
Na little me call Emmanuel Ejete goalkeeper, but for a former goalkeeper, you see on a dem Madima Park. No can be chair fans no. Also offense of war, baby I doing there. You hear me na mumba meta
omo expectation is say you be winning. Support bia expectation is say the players bobo am be winning. Nti yeso no win na yeso no ye de be mom. Because ene be mom ni agi. Eno na betumi am still omo di echi be bia ye be ko bia nti no win na ye de be mom. Nti no dia make catch omo ni say wo de omo mbra na yeso ni je na omo pen ye de be mom.
Ti eno Emmanuel Ejete Park Academy goalkeeper na den sem kakra etu dwa na echena nyankopon bo a 3 p.m. Kumase Baba Era Sports Stadium MTN FA Cup quarter finals omne Atram Divisa na edebebo ani nso ho 2 matches na ebeba so Karela United omonso ni Golden Cakes ebebo na nwumre na Sunday and also 2 matches etimi aba so ntino eda chena ye transfer no pa na be wura mu mo and so na little ya kwai de se wa wani tua eye toro
yes. Okay, Kamunu boys ye chacha mo toro tara na okay Orlando na ya tene career da se Nyankopon sharp our boy Juma nyasem keto akra abedwafo ba be wuram na ye din komo kama ama bibia so letimi akonkan ti anopedia full time sports enti na make cho se utiemi a Araba Bazen ye Araba Bazen ha ema mo Ghana ha Kulu Ghana Limited for so mo damase ye Kulu so mo fa Araba Bazen na ma ka man fa war ye gu what you say obebu ha enka bi kaboni bi what you say so boni bi gugu no Araba Bazen eni edra wonuma ebe kra sa ne mari nyina na se wa ye de what you say na bibia so gatuma konkan bema se oba no wa kle bibia na se bibia nwu akwabu bio na things are in pipeline wa kle ni nyina de free wa bema wa so unya Mr. Kill na unya Mr. Kill wa nyasam kitokra premature ejaculation ye ka ye fa nto so bio ana afa bema so so wo bran sa na tima pagya bema wo sisimo mre wo yo ba ka bia wo fa fura na ko pon ti bema ma wo sisimo nya den ani ye fa Mr. Kill erati na ko pon na fa wusu a oda obadwo so sa obi okra wo na wa abonte obadwo so ontimi control the jo so no hia huntu capsules nya biro no ye kulu for the deba na kulu for the mu no ye papa Oma maybe obefa bia obia se kulu omo ye super omo ye heavy omo bo adwuma papa nya asem keto akọ panudu ato a 0244 275 429 0244 275 429 ahoma obetimi Alfred Kulu Ghana Limited afọ no mo din komo se de beya omunuo no won sabetima kan dodo na afọ what to become na bibia tobacco esu de ma Prince ane eye Philip se mo ba be ware enti ose ma no etimnya sika de tamoti oye abrantia na sam oyire ewo ho akache se masa se dwabemfo se oye ababawa na oye adwuma wo any recognized institution bia wo ho kwaso beje loan enti kode loan bra ni mfaje business what you say me say Dwabewura bank be wo abrabo improve enti na no pesa wo tie nka ko Dwabewura bank kode bosia me say animonyam tache nya bosia ye de ka ba be su gate no brubrumo Dwabewura bank de binya sa no mote enti oba pa kode loan and afei wo bia adwuma no ba bia pesa ko dru enti mi ndru aye bodwo abomote sa obetuba robo Dwabewura bank de ko na kode bosia na fa tata adwuma no de hia so be bia account ho and afei ye wo ye ahon super face deposit eno no uwia utime se ja so kra de jebosia kama pa Dwabewura bank heavy wo mo bodwo wo mo totua ne de eye kama wo ye businessman ani Dwabewura bank for entonsa eni de mo mfa yonko ebisa wonyema bedru na se ken ho a wo fro wo mo a wo mema obosia na fei wo de akwa koyi onyema no kama na bibia tobacco yesu de ma Dwabenfo ye tabase udru ejeso udru bonwire udru Dwaben etimatim ejeso onwe Roman Hill Mazi Sipeti Mpom Fumesa Antesiman baby abefa bia eye Dwabewura bank no muni nkoba 0271 40 93 40 0271 4093 40 yahoma obetuma Fred Dwabewura bank na fodo mo eswet medi nkomo Prince latest asa why kwai tache
bende
yanko
well adeba kwa mehwe eye so hwe the FIFA rankings ayebeba on say 3rd of April and a FIFA rankings no ebetimi abaso minim say o ya aware FIFA ranking ebeba on the 3rd of April now openyi ekwan ebe faso ebesi akono is the problem here on say enyama bet per what is on the ground is so far Africa say Ghana that was 14 and then in the world no Ghana it also 76 intimate the winning master for onion on phantos money should all because of the recent downpour and as a downfall of the Blasters. So some kind of games Lucy game I see winning about drawing I don't know, but for now I think we are being able to steady the ship with the last game boy and we are hoping to improve upon that. But adaba kwa mehwe ni with all these things they take into consideration how it affects the Blasters of Ghana. shedam me can say shedam my adwin kosu bebre say all these things no when opponents are coming to face the Black Stars of Ghana they look at all these things so why are
even so ubenya high profile friendly match abwa omoshe o Coca-Cola ranking
a lot of these things come to bear and Ghana declining bebre na ha you say so far we've been given the chance of playing in the Four Nations tournament, England, Jamaica, Monet, that one is there. But yeah, the more the country declines in terms of the rankings.
I know that's for UK, right?
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay,
prevent a lot of things from the. I can say a lot of advantages and positive things that country can say benefited from, and it is about time we improved upon these things because 76 in the world. It got to a time when the Black Stars of Ghana were around 14th in the world. Meaning, 14th in the world. Yeah, the World Cup. Ghana was around 14th in the world, but this time around,
this month's ranking, right?
Yeah, April and November.
April.
Yeah, April. No, April 10 ranking. Just November. Yeah, what will happen?
So this is the last rankings. So prior to the new rankings, no,
this is what will come. I won't do it here. And Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, and all those stuff.
So
Ghana
we are ranked 14th in Africa.
76. Yeah, that Cape Verde, Burkina Faso, DR Congo, South Africa, Mali. Yeah, the Omunina.
And you are ranked 76th team.
Yeah, in the world. Yes, in the world.
And a 14th for Africa.
Yeah, but teams need be almost a bell surprise.
But what can you do? Yeah.
Okay. No.
Now
from the point of your recent air games, then I won't can they are fine. Well, I understand you.
We are still ranked 14th. You qualify for AFCON ranking 14th to Africa.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true because not to be able to qualify in Africa, no kwano. Can say do cover 20th going mu baby 30th go. But braka krana na da honom na openyi obendi yedidi ho. Now, let me talk about this thing. Say CAF executive committee meeting in Bebaso 26th of April. The executives of the CAF committee the vice presidents and the staffs. But to say Bebaso or Ghana. And these are some of the things frankly speaking, I am expect to say ebe happen more often. Say and never be say no shall say so in your country. There are a lot of positives attached to it. A lot of positives are attached to certain things. Because before say you be your country, say about such an executive meeting already there will be something implemented in there. There will be some kind of Niema Ubenya as a country. Because this meeting will not just be coming on Keke. And so all these things are things most of the times we wish say near to me encounter these situations and for me I believe says such positive news any be here though say you better get a lot of good news from because already we know say Ketia Sokreku is going to be on the board and only that one any be the good news from it. But I feel say these things if it continues and keep happening in Ghana here to help enhance and develop your league the way I system the ACTA. Now the academic referees we say one particular thing later so why the academic referees near one particular thing this administration the GFA administration very very positive over the weekend the MTN FA Cup ebebaso and so why the quarter-final games academic referees are involved. And besides, so games need be able academy young referees to be woman. I think it was a fiduciary or so. One man sent me a video. The academy young referees need be one or that kind of community games And a young girl, about a young girl. No. Yes, and the referee now. It tells you say this kind of development now. It has helped a lot and. The way it is going, very, very positive. Very positive. And say this MTN FA Cup number, they will keep improving and doing things. A bit me graduate you more from wherever they are to the next level. Because the future as we've always been talking about, no, and now, and Ghana referee situations, no, just a very huge. But I don't come who say positive news in here. Who say it's here and I'm not saying no. Your referees, no, and the into your boca, I dare and say. But if it becomes say young see a referee, we are taking them through something, a process, some kind of education because of a system that they are in. I don't think say Ombabe develop it to the higher extent. Ombabe matured enough. So maybe Premier League games and the big games, no. Ombete and system na see any some understanding for a league, no. And quiet to say, excuse me to say this. Omo referee say oh yeah, people and I say a lot of them, no. Referee they say in a part-time job. Means what they mention us here, and they do, and they become the referees because they want to gain something. Though say a Juma will be a person gain BB. But if say cut them young referees, no, they keep developing and turn out to become the matured referees here. Na league na nkasa omudibia. It will bring out some sort of understanding within them. Ombo say ya for the process mu, this system no quite the produce here. Until there will be some proper understanding and they will understand the game in a way a very far different from what we are seeing now. So for me, I see a lot of positives in there. But games never pass in the remu. Once a man for Asha say kasa, park money at the kasa na say, but it will be a Maoya away so say kasa yem frama. Oh, until you have watch and room. But between these teams.
But one thing, let me bring you back.
Okay.
One thing. If a referee, I don't want to comment and say, no matter the training you give them, and found the training be out of my referees, no. I never a year deal to them. One far more. One far more. The professionalism, the free and fairness game are open. You will not get. When chair referees nick a year, they will be manipulated by the clubs. Class 1 referee, FIFA referee, who man 1,001. Who man class 1 referee 1,000. So on Kununkudi match from Kumasi to Tamale, from Accra to Tamale. No man 1,001.
1,100 cities.
1,100 cities.
No, what 1,000?
About 1,001. Na accommodation.
Which is in Kano, the old money, 11 million.
Hotel room. Na disca room. Ni TNT room.
And
1,001.
Most of the time on market
and what's it catch them young who training referees and matter do about nothing.
But for me, you see, you can hear true. But me point in any day me who near say one say the most fast me but the most fast
most important
no Prince, it will bring about some sort of loyalty
minimum sir but I did the most important thing they are some of
with that one, there's no way you can go without it.
And without the loyalty you are talking about.
Because even the referees, even referees almost says here the be come one seven mistakes upon mistakes every single game. No, I think say any two or more near more that kind of good treatment na beer. Anke be hu nsesan because ni nyina ka ho bi so na me metu me referee ni entu ya mechanics ka se me bre wo na te se de okay wo be free bi atamale bi a wo ba kumase e bi akra ne ade na se Philip and a club owner na the very day and I say ade e be chema match na ba so Philip afre me oh openye ahia me wa ha se ya me kwa wo ye den me anipa I have needs and what you are saying is true but yet now I still feel say if omo do omo fa system nim say omo sesa na ema ba ku bi na these things now we talking about no so omo timi to say na mo no ebe boa na atimi am ye refereeing air system na timi akonanim.
Okay, Prince with us pa and yeah GF no se muti ani a no matter the training opa fa no kwose kwale botom na sa yi ni pie when twa ne kai a obeja ponche ena impo no kra no when yes aka no referees to go a whole season. Now 6 months ni o market trend mai na ni pada the bottom scan e kwa kodi do you expect this person to be professional
when him say if dream say that debi no and her robots can be the referees when him say if dream let me tell you VR no is just a facet of the future plans.
Okay,
the video assistant referees are a facet of the future plans. The robots don't go bribing. They are bribing robots.
So you manipulate na.
But they are bribing robots.
And I'm saying you control.
Oh, brah. but not possible. Oko bribe referees. Mekai once upon a time, there was a team about Ghana Premier League. Negate no, who say security no mujina one security where they are security no adam for. Into no mudu what definitely they will enter freely because on him prince. Because me in prince into prince in a gate me do gate wa there was nowhere prince because of Jimmy Ska. At least Obama may a bit of preferential treatment kakra. So do you know what the team did? Omukofa deaf. Emum for. Na emum si do ye dey bribe no. Ono nimu. Emum ono be dey wo be dey bribe mum. Onimu. Inti wo do wa pa untua ya there is no way because they wo kan no ono nse. Ono kasa through science. Na wo so signage wo ntia unim ye. Inti wo be dey won communicate. So the only thing is that pay the money then you enter. Inti referee in crown sisi ano until so football be free and fair pa no. Probably I just want institute there for robotism no. Until so that thing will be put in place, you know. A bad day pass who say football is free and fair. There are very good people who are well paid in outside world, Europe and other parts of the world, but then still a major bribe. Yanti and a German referee bout by car say, we did matches over 20 years ago. Or bout by car say there were games or G-scans who did those matches. No, a German referee came out saying this. But bibinu kwa ye pe a issue. Bibinu kwa ye pe blacks Indian will be painted like just a yen serious than no. That is the problem here. The number bra prince can say yes, kind them young policy no ebabwa because there are some games this kind them young referees no ebabwa ma ama as a budget for the season no. Who say FNO or budget for referees and budget for the season no so say. For instance, like this MTN Cup game between Park Academy and Wanya or Mubobe. At least a card them young referee can be a center referee from Kumasi. They make a what you say. Unlike Oko for referee nefi tamale, Oko for nefi ha. Sometimes you know it's about see or more brain so. A better brain so. Because let me tell you, some corruption, bribery, allegations, and what have you, Ninano, you're due to the fact that the referees are not paid and paid well.
That is the issue.
Yes, the referees are not paid and paid well. That is the main reason why Ama Katasishano Proyano, I am more in our game. There is no way between me Katasisha and a prayer from our game. When referees deep matches or bar home teams in their henu, and then says home teams in their henu. Referees no be our demand so. Your referee be or no the obaka chose me pay we are man pay edumenesi. We are man pay. There are so many instances. Say I go back, I go some clips of most of our games, even in the Premier League, who foul play. Your league ya say I go back. Now I go some of the clips. You go videos of our games I have now. You want a lot of foul play. Okay. And you don't have to blame the referees. Okay. Sometimes, you have to blame the system. Me, I will never blame a referee. I will always blame the system. Say, you know, you pay probably, young Kasakata, shadow pro, and a to us a cry. Young to me, you system in Mukra. But a super brassy, it will go down.
But before you call your near focus, 650 billion old Ghana cedis to manage the sports sector. 660 billion. 650 billion.
650
old Ghana cedis to manage the sports sector.
Development. Say Kofi Adams Meka say in recent times when there is a budget for the Black Stars, you could match in what have you are, he will make it very clear. So Meka
yeah.
Now while located said this is the money, 650 billion old that is a new Ghana cedis.
For a whole sports ministry.
Yes. For sports development. But I football kwao and I'm saying
yes and make sports
for sports for sports.
What we should understand is who him says we are able to when it comes to sports I can say enough
the view
on the mention
we are talking about blasters alone but before so to us by NCR coach Maswa Kunadu super fantastic Capello, super fantastic original Capello Maswa Kunadu, were heavy power. Legend,
legend.
Eti 650.
You see, when we talk about football, adiema amam for shedanti asienini. Football no sky FM no, enye no be ni way no. But because of how yenye open, and some because yenye open, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Yenye open to the Ghanaian people. It is the monies actually involved in football, the kind of money they accumulating in football. No, Ghana for be brain ya will. And most of the times you both Canadian na yomuhu. But if they were to be aware, and Kenya hunkawe say 650 billion it's a cry because the amount of SCK football generated for this country.
Players, when they
you have no idea.
When they win, well, yeah, bonuses inside.
Yeah, bonuses less. You have no idea.
Last time, ever consuming this amount of money.
Oh, not sir. Too much is just go and check the amount.
And there is a proper question for UK.
Yeah. So frankly speaking, a huge sums of money. But when it enters the footballing world,
no, it's
what is the state of boxing in Ghana? Okay. Once upon a time, one of the finest sports events in Ghana, discipline in Ghana. What is the state of boxing?
Young focus. Madam, I say cloud internet. I say a banner web hosting, a banner internet connectivity, Wi-Fi and hotspot deployment. And of a CCTV camera installation, a banner IPVT installation and surveillance, and of a digital security locks. Me patcho cloud internet or master na woko what I said no me tomasho come me patcho we be company be now pay internet every department cloud internet on abekona for mutma no maba we internet no kama demo o internet is super just a body streaming browsing and stuff me patcho unya problem cra the check kwa top high tech ekwana so me patcho you the same building with Kumawuman Ura Bank yene love from abroad on the day shede mu 0244 601 933 0244 601 933 ya homa betuma free cloud internet na fe woni yen edin komo me patcho wo pa adwuma ye me che adwuma sisi e wo ya brante ya babawa wo pa adwuma ya promote so be fa o men sisi e 0542 725 858 0542 725 858 ya homa ubetuma from me patcho wo pa adwuma ya ententem so fra homa sisi e ne yanku anim me patcho MCL yen focus ne kakra na yanku anim tentem so ye pedan wo swame ehwia adabraka meduma ana fe swame me patcho mumwa pa na ye per single room self-contained patcho mumwa na mumma yipi ai yen fama ye workers no and 10 times so na for yanku anim na obefra wo man wo bi de boy 0249 615 617 671 0249 617 671 and after 0241 252245 0241 252245 eya homa obetimi afre ne obedin komo na afre bia dan wo bia no ya ba behwe yemfa course na yenku yanim tentem so live from Part 93.1 FM. Hello? Hello? Yes, Robert.
Boss.
Original super fantastic Robert Mpachi Etiminia.
International mind.
More fire.
Now, it's my one of those power.
Ose. Oh, there be Fantafone Yabako.
I said, you be a Fantafana.
Bako na Fantini.
Okay, Messi Fantini.
Wo free him. Shama. Ana I use water credit. Philip water credit.
No, Fijai.
Fijai ni ile tare bro. Never take a junction.
Mrs. Amesumu work at 10 BU in between.
What about monkey? I don't know.
It's no yawa.
Oh, Daro. No,
Obefa.
It's million and a half.
Don't worry.
Now also we get blast guy up. I was a first now, blast guy in Kuala all the kind of work I want in the breed. And I'm a boy.
Yeah, no.
Also, you have to say now, if you appear, Any Asamoja for Unyambaka, Banana for Swaka,
I on one for Swaka.
I don't want for Swaka, if you have my position, but one for Swaka position. Obaka, Ojama, Blaster boys, no, Omobo, another one.
Yeah.
If I said the young boys, they don't move to Manama. And also, how to focus to me now. Young boy, be anymore. Oh, yes, more how to focus to me. And
I don't know my house, and to me, or moon to me.
Yeah, I'll say, okay, come the money, Mamma, and I'm going to put it here. Also, the young boys say,
yeah,
another. It is a young boy to open one idea. Let us say, I won't go so.
Yeah,
I have to focus here, and not too confident. On your just already mentioned the Yakima, or the Grapona, and I have to bear. Let me tell you what I did to Tony, on the Buddhist Sophia me.
Mr. Robert, good morning. Hello? Minya. Yes, sir. Solomon. Brofo, what dia? I don't know what you brought for home. Yay, Solomon, no line over from Pau. Hello. Oh.
Intelligent.
Solomon.
It's English for you.
Brofo, what dia?
Why are you agreement of English speaking?
I don't know what you brought for home.
Nobody is born of English speaking.
Compare you with the Brofo, just a Solomon.
Except the sentimental mind. Solomon, I just want family.
More fire.
Nana for power is the one to Mama Begano.
More fire, 80 million.
Let us know more never the phone in Amato.
Yeah, that's
now, Mr. Yabuka Mopa. Share 860 billion. Budget sports and recreation and yes capital simple from kase o de basic no e ye se de fe na fata kan ta beso gana for ba o ta je na e de three en kwanta na be dum e de bo se de skan so o de skan ye juma ke hu be ba fa so pa am na ko nyina ana kuma in sande ko to we ta ko nyame ma sande mk africa pe pe si ko ye de africa ko ne je ni bisa kan en de be se nyame ma sande true democracy.
Medase Solomon birthdays no so ha yen hwena yen emfiri ho yen ba your friend Ernestina Ebu Daniel of Sompa TV Sompa FM and a day birthday wish kese gbon kese pa edi ma baba wa we Ernestina Edu and your birthday enjoy your day beautiful girl Nyankopon ka ho na fei omu abrabo enye krabehwe ye da se Nyankopon sha pa ana fei yenko yenua ba akoso ye fe no Sergio Ramos Jr. and your birthday over pa ye friend Akito SDM for birthday kese we mfama ho what ya say ha Akito no Mr. Wak ne sinko madam for no ha ntini banie the friend Sergio Ramos Jr. El Chukui the picture the ato TV no so no happy birthday boy Nyankopon sha pa afei Grace Abna Adepa o kaswa and your birthday Grace Abna Adepa and your birthday super fantastic beautiful queen what you say more fire Nyankopon ehu mobona fe de oye bia no oma enkoso kama pa hu so boys ne wo so muti wa ha and afei Dominic Blunt and aye o birthday wo oboase eti Mr. Wak say happy birthday Nyankopon sha pa na fe won to nkwanem na bibia so enye kama pa ana fe akora ne dine Arsenal obin esiedu coffee and your birthday na uko school ewo Victory Secret Christian School ewo dunko no fin over pa your friend Abake wo Sompa FM akra ne banon wase one unyanum nyina na fe o mame wishimo happy birthday Nyankopon sha pa na fe bibia so okay ne mame ye Abake te Abake yo ba okay Abake Nyankopon sha na fe won to nkwanem pa happy birthday to Koradi Dini Arsenal obin esiedu coffee happy birthday to you to mame Abake na fe papa ene unyanum nyina say omo wish you happy birthday Nyankopon sha pa akra no ha obey sojani we very disciplined people so the wait to jump okay kwaku nobo na da TV no so no kwaku nobo na your birthday happy birthday boy kwaku nobo super fantastic original kwaku nobo and you what that happy birthday what I say who did ya no I careful pa what I say celebrating them don't die in celebrating what has in a coupon show now on to Quanem. Tiafa Jubet first year, I better for some Bibian ho. Bibian or young cry.
Young cry.
Ya could take us your bar a possum, a one crying. Sompa 106.5. Our Accra. Ya could take us your bonnet for her. Now, said your young girls need to put Juma one kind. And ya some kito ding and then tell talking. Nyami atuma ochana yesabeshia and you the final lap live on Sompa TV, Sompa FM, Sompa TV on YouTube. Yakramosia bonga Ashanti. Bye bye.